Talks footy.
It's what rugby league's all about. Shut up. The footy's on Triple M.
Oh, welcome to Prime Time. All thanks to Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners Australia. Mitsubishi Heavy Industry Air Conditioners Australia. Put your trust in the experts in air. And I know that in the commentary box they need that. 37 degrees at CommBank Stadium. And we are under an hour from kickoff. Now, you've got to launch your punting plan with the Ladbrokes app. It's that easy. Take on the fun and download the Ladbrokes app today. What gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. Jared Timms, hello, my friend. How are you?
Just thrilled to be back on with you again, Dobbo. How are you going?
We've got a great relationship. Hey, mate, we're under an hour to kick off. 37 degrees Celsius at CommBank Stadium. Both sides want to get their first win. Where's the money heading at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely, Dobbo. Look, not too many changes since when we caught up a couple of hours ago. The Tigers, they're still very, very popular favourites in the Ladbrokes market this afternoon, into $1.62 now. The Eels, they're out to $2.35, and it's a 3.5-point line.
Jarrell Skelton opened the scoring for the Tigers last weekend. Where's he sitting in the first try scorer betting today?
Yeah, he certainly looks like he's going to be a very, very popular target for them all season. The Ladbrokes punters think he's going to cross first today as well, Dobbo. He is our $7.50 market favourite. Sunia Taruva, $9. Sean Russell, $9.75. Jordan Samrani, a $10.50 chance. And Zach Lomax, $11.50. I touched on this one earlier as well. It's been a very big week for Dylan Brown. If you think he can score first today, $19 in the Ladbrokes first try scorer market.
Timsy, it would be great to start this Sunday afternoon with a same-game multi coming in. I'm predicting plenty of points. What about you?
Absolutely agree with you there, Jimmy. I think it's going to be plenty of points. Oh, let's go over 50.5 total match points. We'll pick Zach Lomax and Jareem Buller to score tries at any time. $8.61 in the Ladbrokes same-game multi.
Good on you, Jared Timms. Appreciate your time, and thank you to Ladbrokes.
Thanks, Dobbo. Good luck, punters.
Launch your punting plan with the Ladbrokes app. Take on the fun and download the Ladbrokes app today. What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.
Welcome back, Triple M Primetime. Brent Reid, James Graham, Gordon Tallis with you as we count down to this kickoff. West Tigers taking on the Eels. Can I ask Gordy and Jammer, the hottest temperature you've ever played football in before? I mean, 37 degrees is getting up there. There's obviously going to be drinks breaks, but what comes to mind of some of the hot experiences that you had to play in this kind of temperatures?
I've played. You're not going to welcome in.
I said Reedy. Hello, Reedy. I said Brent Reid.
No,
you're there.
How rude.
You're there. Oh, hello, Reedy.
Us
How are
Queenslanders
you?
got to stick together, buddy.
Mate,
Come on.
how sensitive are you at the moment that you don't say hello? Hello, mate. Can we just talk about the weather, please? Please, Gordy.
Easy in the 40s. So I grew up in Townsville, right?
Sure.
So playing out in Charters Towers and going out to Mount Isa and some of those places, it can be warm, but I love the heat. I love playing in the heat. The cold was a different story. The cold, I remember Wayne one day, we go to Canberra, and he goes, if anybody talks about how cold it is, says the word cold, you get fined $50. I come in after the warm, I said, Wayne, it's freezing. With a few other words. He goes, there's 50.
Straight up.
Oh, mate, but don't forget, like, we're training up in Brisbane. It's 20-something degrees in the middle of winter. You go there, it's 2. Mate, that's a massive swing. There's not, do you know what? The Cowboys in those places, you know, like in the NFL, like you're playing snow, mate, you got to play wherever it is. But the Cowboys don't get, you know, what they deserve. Like, mate, in the middle of, like, early in the season, they should have as many afternoon games because they're travelling in the cold weather.
It's an interesting
played some
one.
hot ones. It's never fun. But you know what? Funnily enough, yesterday was so hot and so bright. Did you see the South Sydney trainer with the sunglasses on?
Oh, yeah. No, he should be fine.
That was first class. That's the first I've ever seen of it. Like,
we used to have a Keith Award, so he should get the Keith shirt. That bloke.
Running on with your sunnies on. I thought,
yeah.
Is it hot? Is it hot enough that you'll get your shirt off in the box, Jimmy? Because you have been known to do that.
He has been known to do that.
He did it at Belmore,
when the air
didn't he,
conditioning
once?
went at Belmore once. He was sooking out
I
there.
think we were all just down to our underwear.
It's not that hot. Please, God. Not
Reedy,
that hot.
Reedy, there'll obviously be drinks breaks in this game, and that is. But this is an important game.
Well, Dobbo, they're doing a test at 3:20. Actually, the Kestrel test. You know that bulb test they do, where they test the heat to decide whether they
Can
play
I
quarters
ask
or
why
extra water.
the trainers are on
3:20.
all the time running out water?
Yeah, but there's limited.
Seriously?
There's limited.
Okay.
The amount of time that comes on is limited, Gordy. So if that test comes back, it comes back with different colours, right? So if the test shows yellow, that means that the trainers have got unlimited access to the players. So it depends on how that test comes back. So we'll know at 3:20, Dobbo.
What if it's one of those readings where it's like it's 33, but it feels like 37?
Well, I think that's what a test, isn't it, Jimmy? What it feels
What it
like.
feels like,
Yeah,
not what it
feels
actually
like.
is.
No.
So
it's what it
feelings
feels
are more
like.
important than
Yes.
facts.
It's what it
That's
feels like.
exactly.
Jimmy.
Well, surprise you're there. That's exactly right, Jammer. That's exactly right. Can we talk about the West Tigers? That they are the favourites today, but we've seen over the course of the weekend that form means absolutely nothing. Now, Parramatta went down. They were blown off the park by Melbourne last week. That game was covered by Triple M, and they were super impressive, Melbourne. But there was some signs there for Jason Rolls. It's going to be a hard grind to get this side right. But Parramatta would be very confident going today that they've washed that away. It's week 2. They've seen what the Roosters can do. They saw what the Warriors could do. Form means nothing. What would you expect from this side, Gordy, from this Eels side with Jason Rolls in week 2?
Well, you think they'd get a better connection than what they did last week. They did play Melbourne Storm, and it was chalk and cheese between the both clubs. But you think Parramatta, they would have learned a lot from that last week, and you just expect them to get into the battle.
Yeah, look, you want to see a response. You need a response from Parramatta. It was a dreadful opening 40 minutes. It was really bad defensively, and they were disconnected. The Melbourne Storm had cut through them with ease, both on the left-hand side, the right-hand side, and through the middle. Lots of areas to improvement, but I want to see a response. I want to see a connection. You want to see some togetherness. You want to see some management of tackle. Can this Tigers team be as devastating as Melbourne? Well, if you look at the spine with Bula, Galvin, Luai, and Coruscant, like that's a dangerous spine that can attack from anywhere. So, look, they're going to have their work cut out here, the Eels, if they perform anywhere near as poor or poorly, especially defensively, as they did last week.
Shane Richardson, remember in the pre-season, called this the best spine in the competition now.
Oh, I thought it was a top 4.
That's probably an overstatement, right, as to how good it is. But I'm excited to see how they go today, because it's the first time they will have all played together. And it's a quality spine. I mean, that is a really good spine. It's a top 8 spine for me. Don't you think? No, Gordy?
Yeah, no,
I absolutely
mate.
agree.
Well, I think Appy Coruscant has more deception
Yep.
and is an unbelievable number 9, and you'd love to run off him, but it would take a lot of training, because he's just so deceptive with the ball. Jerome Luai, 4 comps. Galvin, I haven't seen enough of him yet, but everybody keeps on singing his praise, but I haven't seen him in a really tight game stand up, and Buller's just one of those guys. Is a Tabuai Fido type of player where he's not as big as Tabuai, but they've just got a presence where they're always around where the ball's about. So, I think it's a great spine, really. It could be like the 89 Raiders side. No one knew who Steve Walters was, or Ricky Stewart, or Laurie Daly back then. But then in 3 years' time, if Buller and Galvin, go to the level where the Tigers, staff think that they should be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can compare them to the 89 side.
But no one knew who they were, right? So everybody thought the Tigers were going to walk through them. So I'm just saying, right now you got 2 internationals or 2 state of origin players in Luai and Coruscant in 9 and 7. That's pretty cool.
Oh, they'd be more than happy with their spine. Like, more than happy.
And Lockie Galvin is, the up-and-coming, the best number 6. And then you got Buller.
Well, I guess when we say we're more than happy with their spine on paper, we've not seen them come together on grass yet. So, it's going to be an interesting one, this game. Again, the response from Parramatta. Tigers had their issues defensively last week against an unconvincing Knights. They lost that contest. I'm so puzzled by this game that we're about to watch.
Well, you're looking pain, Jimmy.
Well, this round has wrecked my head, and then this game.
I said I think the
Tigers
Tigers are going to win, but only because on last week's form, right? And he goes, I don't think so.
Really?
So I just
He's overthinking
I was coming into this round and I thought, piece of cake until Sunday, easy. Don't pick them, put the house on it, put the mortgage on it. sell every item you've got and just load up on your tipping comp. Not excited. Like, this game was a worrier. And then the round just was messed up, and then now this one, it just made it even worse, really. It's giving me a headache.
Jammer, can I ask you this, and it's early, and we are counting down. Both sides are 1 to 17 as per programmed. Where are you leaning? Like, I mean, I know it's giving you a headache, and don't overthink it because we don't want to kill too many brain cells for yourself. Yeah, he's really overthinking it. But where are you actually sitting at this moment, and who do you like?
Well, you've got
a commentary box in Parramatta.
In an air-conditioned commentary box, fully clothed. I'm thinking there'll be points. God. But then again, you know what? Watch it be like 8-6. I'm going to have to back Parramatta to respond because I don't trust the Tigers.
Wow.
I don't trust them. I don't trust them yet.
Jeez, it's early, and Jammer's already texting.
Jeez, it took you a long time to get to that.
It was a hurried answer for radio.
So what?
I had to think of something good.
Why I've got Brent Reid just quickly, and we'll go to a break shortly. But Reedy, we talked earlier in the Simbin about these clauses, and Gordy made some valid points in the Raging Bull segment just about these get-out clauses. Now, where are we at with the West Tigers? You're probably closer to this than the three of us in the sense that, is that real that, Jerome Luai could walk away in a year or 2 years potentially, even though he signed a 5-year deal? And also, where are we at with re-signing of Lockie Galvin?
Well, I mean, it's always possible that Jerome Luai could do that because he has clauses in his contract, but you'd be disappointed if he did because he made a long-term commitment to this club, a 5-year commitment, $6 million. They paid him a lot of money. And you'd like to think that he can see some improvement and they can show him some improvement.
Just for
and
clarity,
that convinces him to stay.
When are the clauses?
He's locked in for this year and next year. Then he's got an option after that, a player option after that. So theoretically, on November 1, he can go to market because he enters the last year of his deal because of the player options. Lachlan Galvin, they're going to sit down with Lachlan Galvin soon, and they're going to offer him a hell of a lot of money, Dobbo. He's going to be probably the richest teenager in the game, just about, I would think. I can't think of who'd be paid more than him. So they're going to offer him a monstrous deal, and I think we'll get a really good indication then about whether he's going to stay or not. Because if he knocks that back, he's going to market, and he will leave. Because they're going to offer him so much money that to turn that down would say to me, he doesn't want to be here.
What kind of money are we talking? Soon. When you say so much money, I mean, you're close to his manager. You're very close to his manager. Well, what are we talking?
Not as close as I used to be. I would have thought it's... I reckon that he'll end up in the $1 million barrier at some point over the course of that deal.
Just even to stay.
To stay, yeah.
Do you think he's worth that?
Well, he's probably not, Gordy, but someone will give it to him. Because we've just seen Dylan Brown get $1.3 million. And
that's not the market.
That is the market. That's the market.
No,
the market's what someone pays. Yes,
how many clubs offered him that?
Well, one, but only
that's
takes
not
one.
The market.
Only takes one, Gordy.
That's not the market.
Only takes one.
That's not the market, Reedy.
Well, it is.
Don't
If that's
forget,
what
mate,
the guy got paid,
Tesla.
that's the market.
Mate, you drive a Tesla. You know what's happened to those in America. You bought break.
Anyway, he'll get up. The point is...
I think what adds to it as well is we've got 2 new franchise teams coming in.
Yep. That's true. That's the other thing. And Galvin's off contract at the end of 26. Potentially we could have a new team coming in 27. So if you think about it that way, a new team's going to throw a bucket load of money at him because you're talking about a kid who's, I think he's still 19 from memory. I'm pretty sure.
Do you think it's
19.
paying on potential then?
Of course it's paying on potential, Gordy. But that's what clubs are willing to do. Dylan Brown's paid on potential. He's not worth $1.3 million. The Knights are taking a punt that he will get to that.
This is not about Dylan.
Well, it is because that's the market. He's set a new market. That's set a new market, Gordy.
So they go buy a halfback when he wears 6.
Yeah.
And say that he played there as a kid.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
So what, Galvin?
No, I'm just saying it's totally different. So that's not the market.
We're going to take a break.
No one else in a really strong club would have ever.
I bet you Galvin gets offered $1 million if he goes to market. He'll get offered $1 million.
I think
in the last year of his deal.
Yes.
How long's the deal?
He's got one more year after this year.
No, how long?
The new deal? Well, he's 19. I would have thought a club would offer him 5, 6, 7 years. Minimum.
I think you'll see $1 million before the final years. I reckon it might average out to $1 million a year.
Wow.
Gee whiz, it's a lot of money for a 19-year-old.
I think
it's
he's
a lot of money on
But the
potential.
thing is that I think he's not just going to get like with Dylan Brown. He was interested from the Knights, right? And that's one club going after him. I think the top clubs are going to go for Galvin.
Every player would like to come off contract right now. Then
You've got to remember the other thing about Dylan Brown, Gordy. He was on 1.1 next year anyway, right? So they had to offer him.
Well, that was my point. So when can a club do a great deal?
Well,
Because that is a great deal.
I heard you talking about this. I've actually got a club that's done a great deal. The Melbourne Storm got Tyrone Wishart. He had a club option in his contract. The club took it up. If Tyrone had gone to market, he'd have got double what he's on now. But the Melbourne Storm took up that club option for one more year, and he's staying in Melbourne. So clubs occasionally...
Hold on.
Clubs occasionally get
Hold on. That was what Wishart agreed to.
Yeah, the club's done
So
a good
he was
deal,
happy
though.
when he did the deal.
Well, he was, but
boy.
the club's still done a good deal out of that.
Oh,
Gordy.
Reedy, you got to get out of the manager's
seriously,
pockets.
you drink
Fair
the Kool-Aid, mate. You really do.
What are you turning on me for?
Daganane has arrived, so we're going to take a break, come back, and
gents.
we'll continue for prime time. This is prime time as we count down before the Eels and the Tigers on Triple M.
Shut up! The foot is on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Free tolls for a year.
Hello?
Yeah, Tom speaking.
You have won the tolls for a year.
The Eels are paying your rent.
We are paying your ends, brother.
How good is this? Triple M's Pay Your M's. Free tolls for an entire year.
Roll it all out again starting tomorrow.
The Triple M toll booth opens with Triple M breakfast and right across the day.
Let's do it. Come on.
The Eels are paying your rent.
On 104.9 Triple M.
Fire up for the footy with a Ladbrokes same-game multi. Make quick and informed picks with new last 5 stats. Plus, stay on top of your multi's progress in real time with new Ladbrokes same-game multi tracker. All in the Ladbrokes app. What's gambling really costing you?
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Try the new CC's 4 and 20 classic meat pie and CC's sausage roll and sauce.
Hey you, if you're sitting in the back of a hybrid right now, but didn't order it through DD, I'm about to blow your mind. You could have gotten the same car and the same driver with the same radio, feeling the same silence because you didn't make the same small talk as the last passenger. You'd be sitting in the same traffic, ruminating in the same thoughts that kept you up last night. But here it comes. For a different price. It's the same, but DD. Check the app next time.
It's race time at the Formula One Louis Vuitton Australian Grand Prix. Don't miss our Aussies Piastri and Doohan in action.
Lights out, we're racing in Melbourne.
Who will take the first win of the season? Find out live today on 10. A person makes the time for what they love.
And we make the space. 1-800-GOT-JUNK makes the space.
We make the space for possibility.
The space for yoga.
The space for lifting weights.
The space for dancing.
The space for living your best life.
And what does a person need to do to make all this happen?
All you have to do is point.
We make space for possibility.
When you want to make junk disappear,
call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
or visit 1800gotjunk.com.au.
Hurry, only 2 weeks till the Yoka Challenge is in town. The ultimate obstacle course experience for everyone. From 100 metres to 5K, plus the high-speed pursuit event, Yoka Royale. March 29th and 30th, Penrith Regatta Centre. Book now at yohka.com.
Can't get to the game this weekend? Stay in the action with the Triple M Rocks footy call wherever you are.
That is an extraordinary play.
Stream every moment live on Listener, from the car to your phone, even on a sneaky bathroom break.
There'll be a sin binning here.
We won't judge. Home of Triple M Rocks footy and the best footy podcasts, all for free.
It's a beauty.
Lift your footy game with Listener. Download the app and listen for free.
Listener.
Shut up. The foot is on Triple M.
For Ream Hot Water and
McDonald's Triple M rocks footy.
And welcome back here. It is hot. You've heard the boys talk about it. It is like walking into a hairdryer right now. It is high 30s. There's no question there'll be drinks breaks. And the sun's going to be on this ground for some time, so it won't be easy. Parramatta are going to wear blue today. They're not going to wear their paddle pop jerseys, it would seem, which is a strange move. They're the home team. You would think they'd choose to pick the lighter colour in the heat, but, well, that's their training jerseys. We'll see what they come out with.
They're wearing blue, Dan. They are wearing blue.
Yeah, no.
Wow, okay.
Old mate's got number 2 on his back.
Okay, so the Tigers, if they're smart, will be wearing light jumpers. We'll find out
Orange,
shortly.
Dan. They're wearing orange.
Orange. Does anyone have any brains? Hello, gents.
Well, that is the lightest one. It's either black or orange.
They got a white one. They got a white one with the black and orange V, I think. Anyway, I'm coming in hot, boys. Firstly, my thanks to Dobbo because he did do a few extra minutes for me. And I made the mistake. I got here 40 minutes ago, as we do NRL primetime, and thought, I'm going to be clever. I'm going to eat healthy. I've been eating healthy, so I'll go to Parramatta Westfield.
You look fantastic, by the way.
Not really, but thank you. That wasn't a comment. I'm just saying there's a reason I went out of my way.
But like you were fishing.
No. I'm putting the point because I'm late. I'm trying to make excuses. So Parramatta Westfield, my God, the parking. People can't drive SUVs in this city. I don't know what it's like in Brisbane, Gordy. People can't handle that much car. Every second person here in that car park has an SUV, and they need 3 goes to get the car in the spot. There needs to be a test. If you buy a big car, an SUV, you need to go to the RTA to prove you can handle that much car. Fair?
Yeah, look, I totally agree.
Mate, they're having 3 goes.
They've probably got a pillow on the seat too, so they can see. Mate, did you follow Reedy here?
They're not even backing in. They're going head first.
Reedy with those goggles on, I reckon he'd struggle past.
Those car parks in the choices, they're very narrow, though. Very narrow. As a driver of an SUV, they're different.
You need to do a test. And
it's your fault for going there because, on days like this, people go to 2 places.
Yeah, I know.
They go to the beach and they go to the shop.
That's right. I think anything air-conditioned.
Yeah. Yes.
But also, and then what really set me off was, once again, you come here, right, and I'm on time now, after finally getting out, after people can't drive, and the arrogance of people here at Combank Stadium, they just decide on O'Connell Street, where you're not allowed to stop, and when you stop, you block all the traffic of people trying to get into the car park. Just people just taking their time.
Dan.
6 people getting out of the car. You toot the horn.
Dan, it's been a fantastic round. Glass half full.
No.
Glass half.
I'm just getting this off my chest.
Yes.
And then we move on.
Well, if
all
you
right?
had a chest, you'd
I'm saying, well, what happened to the compliment from before? I'm saying, I would institute a policy, and this is why I'll never be Premier of this state, where security guards are allowed to carry a BB gun, and you're allowed, if people do that, if they drop people off and block all the traffic, pierce the skin and teach them a lesson. Anyway,
why?
What a great round it's been.
We've been wondering why the fans wouldn't come. Like, no, you want the fans to have a great experience.
You can't drop them off
and
right
they might be a bit older, so they're getting dropped off at the front.
They're not. They weren't older.
I like
they were young. And you toot the horn, and you know what
when
they
you're
do?
over 50,
they go even slower.
When you're over 50, you should be dropped off wherever you want.
50.
Yeah.
50.
Yes. 50 was old when you were young.
What a rule to institute that suits you and you alone.
Hey, tell me this. When you were young,
good rule.
Was someone
good rule,
50?
Gordy.
Were they old?
It felt that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel old now. It doesn't feel old.
Yeah, because you're getting close to
You
it.
don't feel old. How old are you? You're over. How old are you?
I'm over 50.
Yeah. All right. So the new producers had enough of this. So Triple M rocking the footy for...
Stephen's done a great job.
I like it. I like that sort of assertiveness. That's very good.
Hopefully we never see Charlie again.
Triple M. Where is Charlie? He had his wedding yesterday. Why is he not here today?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's proposing again. I don't know. He's
Specsavers
had a couple of false starts with that.
One of our sponsors here, Ream Hot Water and Macca's, bring us the footy, of course, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Air Conditioners Australia bring us the footy. Put your trust in the experts in air. They bring us specifically prime time. So you boys have covered so many topics here. It's hard to think what is left to cover. What a fantastic round it has been, Jimmy Graham. I don't know what it sounded like as a viewer, but the noise, the game at Canberra Stadium, what a performance by the Raiders. But that crowd was special.
Yeah, it was a sensational performance. I was saying earlier that article in the week about who's going to smash Reece Walsh, so it sort of lent into that sense of occasion, and Yeah, wow. The level of performance from the Canberra Raiders was absolutely first class. It really was. They were sublime with their performance. They were challenged by Ricky Stewart with no Joseph Tarpany, and their forwards, they were immense. Coming up against Carrigan, Haas, Headington, Willison off the bench, I thought they did a fantastic job.
The more I've thought about that game, like when you're at your best and you're going, they just enjoyed going to every contest. You see guys, they just enjoyed working really hard, and it's like they were having fun. It wasn't a chore. Sometimes you see sides up, it's a bit of a burden to put your body on the line, but they were just running around. They just look like that. It was a really gelled footy side.
I was thinking about this. Coaches tend to get pigeonholed into one or two categories. They're either master tacticians, like say Cleary or a Bellamy, or they're a master motivator, right? Like Ricky. Wayne gets that a lot too, right?
Yeah, he's a motivator.
I understand, but the tactics of Canberra, the first two games, have been spectacular. Offloads are plenty against the Warriors. Last night they hardly threw it because they didn't need. It was a different plan, and I love Gordy that when Payne Haas, yes, he had 7 offloads. But did you notice every time he offloaded, whoever he gave it to was pretty much surrounded each time. The planning of Canberra was pristine.
Players get caught in their own stats. When I grew up, you don't offload unless you pass the ball to someone in a better position. So just to offload it at the back, where you see Gene Miles was an amazing offloader, he'd offload it to the side. Sonny Bill in, someone going through the hole. Like this, flopping it at the back. And then it's pretty much just like an extra play the ball. And I get why they do it. But sometimes a quick play the ball is the best play your team needs.
Takes a lot of energy as well, Dan, to do what you're talking about. So defensively, if you're going up against the Broncos pack, Payne Haas, you can have this plan and your coach can instruct you with what to do, and you got to stay up for the offload.
Yeah.
You got to stay up, you got to stay away. Very easy to say. And great idea. But it's bloody hard to
Because you know what's
keep
hard then? You've got a second to get back. So once they get tackled,
Yeah.
you got to sprint back 10 to get to get off the line again. Where normally if you don't have to stay up, you're back 4 metres.
You've used your front row, goes into contact, into the collision, and you start getting yourself back on side.
Jimmy, I
it's
forgot about
really,
that.
really difficult to execute.
Hence why I didn't stay up that often. I just kept on dropping back.
I did notice, Ricky, in your interview, though, what once again perpetuated that theory that no one believes them. No one thinks they can do it.
It's going to get less convincing the more they win.
You can just see Ricky would be reminding these blokes.
Did anybody rate them
every day?
Did you say they were going to make the
I didn't say they make that. I didn't say they win the wooden spoon.
But did anyone? Is this a straw man argument? Did anyone actually tip him for the spoon?
Yes, Mick Carrianis did.
Oh, so Mick Carrianis is responsible for this inspiration.
I confirm that, Dan. Explicitly confirm that he tipped.
I thought they'd be near the bottom. I really did. I thought losing Whitehead and Rapana would be too different. I thought they'd miss that experience, and I thought with some young players in key positions, but they've started immensely. They've been so good.
You can get that Ricky interview on the app. That podcast will be up shortly. Take note of Dobbo. Just putting out a bit of bait there. It's his mate Ricky Stewart, right? It's his great mate, and then he brings up, you can't comment on refs anymore, and then asks him to comment on refs. I mean, what sort of mate is Dobbo? Seriously.
That's what Ricky called him, a scorpion.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
That's a great name for anyone, a scorpion. Anyway, Triple M rocking the footy. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We're only half an hour from kickoff here, and then as soon as we're done here, we're going to Belmore. Maroon's got that one. The Bulldogs taking on the Gold Coast Titans. So it's a double header here on Triple M footy on a hot Sydney afternoon.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Sydney's Triple M breakfast.
33% of people say they have snooped through this in someone's house.
The bedroom, maybe snoop in the drawer.
Top drawer would have like the essentials. Bottom drawer would have the toys.
I'm telling you what's in my third drawer is. That's where it really heats up.
Is that when your son said, isn't the plug meant for the bath?
Hey, so why is this plug so big?
Oh, boy. Thanks to Aussie Broadband. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way.
It's Triple M breakfast.
Weekdays from 6 on 104.9 Triple M.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
The long discussions. Should we? Shouldn't we? Then the decision. It's time to sell this place. Now you have to take a leap of faith and find an agent. If you don't know how to evaluate the right agent to sell your home, you're not alone. But localagentfinder.com.au can help. With localagentfinder.com.au, you'll find an agent who understands your needs and wants to get you the best result possible. Compare and connect with the right agent at no cost. Search Local Agent Finder.
I'm just saying, you can shop at Petstock, the blue one, online 24/7. You just go to petstock.com.au.
I can shop in my PJs.
Yeah, for all the best pet stuff online, check out the blue one, petstock.com.au. I'm just saying.
The LDV work van range. All kinds of work vans for all kinds of work. Vans for big work. Vans for green work. Vans for dirty work. Vans for even dirtier work. And now, introducing the newest one-ton van in the range. The all-new Deliver 7 diesel auto with a 7-year warranty. From just $42,490 drive away for ABN holders. Visit a dealer today. LDV. Bring it on. T's and C's and exclusions at ldvautomotive.com.au.
At Notre Dame University, we believe it's never too late to embrace your potential. To embrace growth. Embrace challenges. Embrace discovery. Embrace adventure. It all starts with you embracing opportunity when you apply to study at the University of Notre Dame, Australia. With Commonwealth-supported places available, there's no better time to embrace your future. Apply now at notredame.edu.au and embrace knowledge.
Ampol Foodery's Crave and Save. $7 for a classic sandwich, 170 to 192 gram, and a Foodery regular hot coffee or 600ml Mount Franklin. Upgrade to a gourmet sandwich or wrap, 209 to 309 gram for an extra $1.50. Ends April 1st. See ampol.com.au for details.
Hey you, if you're sitting in the back of a hybrid right now, but didn't order it through DD, I'm about to blow your mind. You could have gotten the same car and the same driver with the same radio, feeling the same silence because you didn't make the same small talk as the last passenger. You'd be sitting in the same traffic, ruminating in the same thoughts that kept you up last night. But here it comes. For a different price. It's the same, but DD. Check the app next time.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy.
This is prime time. The ends are filling up here, which is a good sign. I got a feeling, though, the ones that will be here, the majority will be in very, very late because it's so hot. They might be at the Leagues Club. They might be... Mate, it's hot. Come on, Gordy.
It's not. I've got jeans on and thick socks.
We're in air conditioning. Come on. Come on.
It's not hot.
It's 39 degrees.
It's not Queensland.
Oh, because you're tough. Queensland.
No, I never said we're tougher. I never said anything. I'm just talking about the weather. I've never complained about the weather. Because you can't do anything about it.
I'm saying, well, hang on. Would you look at the crowd in Canberra last night? And Jamal Fogarty said it. He said it was nice to have a 7:30 game where it's not cold. Okay, weather matters. And I'm saying these fans are just being very smart.
I thought it'd be a sellout here. You got the Tigers. They're around this area, aren't they?
Well,
Parramatta.
Yes.
You would think that it'd be a really good crowd.
I think what I'm saying to you, Gordy, I think we are going to get a really good crowd. They're just going to come in very late. Yeah. The fact that we've got a heap of the ends is a good sign.
And you know, on really hot days, Dan, the beer tastes colder.
What about Ricky Stewart bagging Great Northern? I mean, what is his problem? What is his...
Well,
I'm a fan of Ricky, but that's a disgrace.
He didn't bag block and grapple. I better send him a carton of Raging Bullies like that.
I'm still waiting for mine. Hey, news that has come through today.
We don't make champagne, Dan.
Dylan Edwards, 2 to 3 weeks. I haven't had a champagne in about 20 years. Dylan Edwards, 2 to 3 weeks with that groin injury. So that's a blow, and this might be just one of these seasons for Penrith where, you know, I mean, it's early. They lost one game, big deal.
It is early.
But Edwards there, who hasn't had a great start of the season.
No, he was awful last night, Dan. I thought it was one of the
but he could have been
one of the worst games I've seen him play. But he was bad on the high ball too, Gordy.
Yeah, but you don't know what he's going through.
Just saying,
is he allowed to have one bad game?
And
he's said he was terrible. You
I
didn't
thought
say
he
that
was.
before.
Do you think he was good last night?
Oh, he was really good for the Roosters.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He struggled in the first half in Vegas too.
Yeah. Friday night,
so like
Friday
that, mate.
night. So, yeah, I just think
He
had a
must
poor
have
game.
carried that, you reckon, because it's
Well, clearly.
yeah.
And he rarely has a bad
No,
game.
not Nathan Cleary.
You can count his poor games on one hand over the years, Dylan Edwards. So clearly something was wrong.
It would make sense if he had that even in Vegas because.
You know what? I'm with you though, Dan. I watched that Friday night, and I think it's finally catching up with Penrith. The players they've lost. I know it's
it's early.
I know it's early to say it, and I know but it just looked to me as though this is the year it's going to catch up with them.
It's amazing. If Toto gets that down in the corner, you assume Cleary's going to kick the goal. If he gets the golden point, they're going to win. They're going to win. They've got an extra man. Roosters would be heartbroken, and then we'd be going, aren't they amazing? All because Toto couldn't plant the ball because of Tupo.
Well, they're playing basically a reserve grade team.
Yes, I know. It was a great.
To be fair,
no, they played a first grade team.
Yeah, but
they played a first grade team.
First grade team with a lot of backup players in it.
My favourite little detail was
no,
the
they're
next
in
day,
the top 30.
No,
Stop
some of them
making
aren't.
I heard
The
Mick
kid who came
Chambers.
off the bench wasn't.
I heard Mick Chambers on Triple M say that Taylor Lasalu
Yep.
couldn't do recovery because he had to go to his concreting job.
Good on him.
How good's that? That's old school footy.
That
old
happened,
school
mate.
footy.
7 a.m. you have to be on site.
How
for
good's
concreting
that?
business?
Yeah, I used to
On
do that when I played at Reagan.
Saturday, yeah.
But I'd go whippersnipper the
I was
Hurstville
gonna
Council.
say, you work for the council. That's borderline work.
No, and who else had a job was Andrew Walker.
Yeah, I bet he borderline worked as well.
No,
Mate,
I don't think I ever saw him in a set of steel caps. But no, I did. I worked for the Hurstville Council.
Didn't
and
you
Alex
find
Smith,
out you were
Alex Smith, Billy Smith's brother,
Yeah.
was the big boss.
Didn't you find out you're in Origin?
Getting a haircut.
At a haircut, but you're on. It was
In
council hours, but you were getting a haircut at the
Probably.
at the Happy Hairdressers in Hurstville.
No, I was at Oatley. I was down Oatley, and this old lady was in one of those, those cocoon, those little perm.
Do they still exist?
I don't know. I haven't seen one. I didn't
in a
even
long
know
time.
what was there, but like they're sitting there in one of those little perm machines, and she goes, tell us you made State of Origin. And Queensland won, the miracle try.
Yes,
Mark,
94.
we don't change it. And sure enough, they did. Marty Bella got dropped, and that was his last ever game for Queensland. But an old lady told me. So I went outside and rang Mum. I got into, one of those little phone books. And then,
The rotary.
That's how I found,
Tell us,
Mum, can I reverse charge this call?
how many times a week did you blokes go to Sizzler?
Hey?
How many times a week did you blokes go to Sizzler? You St George blokes in
6
that.
or 7.
As
Well,
you
it's the
should.
cheapest. It was the cheap. So you got all your salads, you got your pasta, and then as we got a bit more of a profile,
steak.
The chefs would give us a spare steak.
Yeah, beautiful.
And wonder why Sizzler went broke.
Cheesy bread, they're great cheesy
No, it wasn't a cheesy bread. It was a hibachi chicken. I used to get a couple of those on a steak. So good.
Tallis Duncan getting scans on his hamstring, so that's a little worry for South Sydney. The Manly news I see here, Reedy, DCE and Turbo have been cleared. Turbo can't be certain for next week, though. That's a big plane trip. It's a hamstring. We know we don't mess with those. I know it's a Sunday night against Canberra at Brookie, but they're going to take great care with that.
And they can do that now, Dan, because obviously they can put Lehigh Hopewado at fullback, and he's a really good footballer. So I'm with you. I don't think he'll play next week, Tommy. But the good news is that it won't be a long-term problem for Tommy. It sounds as though they're reasonably positive about the hamstring. And as you said, Daly looks as though he'll play next week.
Oh,
Daly does.
Yeah. Back spasm.
Has he had that before?
70-year-old back. Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
So, sometimes those back spasms can just completely go after 24 hours.
I forgot we're on here.
Yeah, those back spasms they can
they're so
go
bad.
away pretty quickly. They are painful in the
No,
moment.
mate, but they always linger. I reckon they never go away. I reckon if you ever hurt your back really bad, I reckon it just sits there. It must be one of those discs, that's like
The hamstring is a concern to worry with.
Yeah.
Although it's been cleared, it's not ideal.
All right, we're going to concentrate on this game. It's an important
Have you ever
one.
pulled your hammy down?
Both, you know what I'm getting? No, of course not. I'm not fit enough for that. But I'm starting to get the old man calf injuries.
Yeah,
I did it at Origin last year. I'm walking up that hill at the near Suncorp because he dropped me off on the freeway there. Boom! It pinged.
Wow.
And it was the worst pain. Anyway, you don't need to light a candle. I mean, we survived, but it was...
Old man injuries.
That'll go again,
So
Dan.
what do they call this back injury then?
Because of
Shagger's back, evidently. We're going to take a break, ream hot water and back and bring us some footy. Parramatta West Tigers coming up in a few moments, and we do it for Mitsubishi Industries Air Conditioners. That's prime time, which continues after this.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Free tolls for a year.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Tom speaking.
You have won the tolls for a year.
The Eels are paying your M's.
We are paying your M's, brother.
How good is this? Triple M's Pay Your M's. Free tolls for an entire year.
Roll it all out again starting tomorrow.
The Triple M toll booth opens with Triple M breakfast and right across the day.
Let's do it. Come on.
The Eels are paying your M's.
On 104.9 Triple M.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Back your business with Energy Australia and get energy solutions from a dedicated team of experts. Search Energy Australia or call 1800 709 510.
Toolboxes, a tradies repository of hammers, screwdrivers, and wisdom. Because toolboxes know more than tradies give them credit for. They see the tradies' attempts to grow their business, the random advertising on search, social, classifieds.
Start with high pages.
They yell,
You get more jobs.
cries unheard from the back of a ute. Tradies, to build your business.
Start with high pages.
Han Ultra, a beer with 0 carbs, which makes it ultra good. Best served ultra cold, after some sort of ultra-curricular activity. Han Ultra, 0 carb, great taste, how good. Less than 0.5 grams of carbs per serve. Drink responsibly.
Follow the yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz as it comes to life at Warner Brothers Movie World. Be immersed in a world of wonder as you venture through themed precincts. Journey through Kansas farmlands and race your family on the dueling Kansas Twister. Or brave the haunted forest and soar through the skies on the flight of the Wicked Witch. The Wizard of Oz, now open at Movie World.
G'day, Brownie here. The place to watch footy live on Saturdays is on Fox Footy, available on KO Sports. Yep, live Saturday footy this round and every round with no ad breaks in play. Get on board KO Sports and sign up today.
Go Harvey Norman for the hottest deals on the best brands in tech. Right now, up to 20% off Lenovo and Acer computers, like the Acer Aspire Go, now below $348, save $150. Or save $230 on the Core i5 Acer Aspire Go, now $668. Get in quick and grab a bargain on powerful Lenovo IdeaPad with 16GB RAM and 1TB storage, now $998 while stocks last. Harvey Norman, best brands, best range, best prices guaranteed. Conditions apply.
When did dinner become a 5-hour cooking challenge? Forget that. Every Plate's deliciously simple meal kits are affordable, fuss-free, and ready in as little as 15 minutes. Every Plate. Get stuck in.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's, Triple M rocks footy.
All right, game one of a very interesting doubleheader here on Triple M footy. Parramatta and the Tigers coming up in moments from CommBank, and then after that, our first look at the Titans. What a strange draw it is. The Titans, Gordy, okay, they get the bye in the first round. Someone has to get that. Then they have to watch the next 7 games. So they are game number 16 of the season, and it's their first, and they take on the Canterbury Bulldogs at Belmore. The trials wouldn't have filled the Titans with much confidence, Gordy, but they were trials.
Dan, don't read into trials. Don't even read into round one of this competition. No, I think trials are funny. I mean, it all depends where you are in your training schedule, like whether you're loading I got a sneaky suspicion that the Titans were really loaded before they played the Broncos. Like they
had a bye, remember?
Well, they didn't stop training because they knew they had a bye in round 1, so they wanted to play fatigued with a bit of resilience, and they missed the start. And then the Broncos, they sort of tapered off for it. So
Doggies, Jimmy, when they struggled last year, which wasn't often, it was against monster packs that ran over them. It's a pretty fair pack they're up against tonight.
Yeah, it is, and obviously led by Tino Fasua-Mala'awe, who is back after that long stint away. Great to have him back in the game, showcasing what he's all about. He pretty much missed the entirety of last year. Des Hasler's first year there. Not just the pack that you mentioned, Dan, but they've also, due to Foran's injury, they've got 3 fullbacks that have all warranted a starting spot. They've gone with Keeney at the back, Campbell at 7, Brimson at 5'8" as well. So this is a dangerous side. They've got pace on the wings as well in Khan Pereira, who can finish. But they're a quality outfit.
Well, Mo Futawaka was brilliant last year in the absence of Tino, and we got Regan Campbell-Gillard. So 3 big guys in the middle. Like if you hold on to the ball and you get with 3 running fullbacks sort of thing. So like you would think if there's quick play the balls, you think that they're going to challenge them on the edge with their speed and footwork.
All right, that's coming up at 6:15, 5:15 Queensland time. Maroon with the call of that one. Rudy, what's the biggest story for you today?
I think it's the Tigers, Dan, and just how it's the first time, as I said earlier, that we'll see that spine together. That spine that everyone's been talking about, particularly everyone of the Tigers have talked about, Bula, Galvin, Luai and Coruscant, and the fact that that's a really quality combination. So for me, it's seeing how they go, how they perform. But those 4 blokes in the side now, I thought they were really disappointing last week, the Tigers. I thought Jerome was disappointing in the second half. I thought Galvin had one of his quieter games. And I reckon Bula and Coruscant this week will help unlock those blokes. So that, for me, is a big story out of this game. And the loser's going to be under the pump straight away, right?
I'm really interested to see how Dylan Brown performs.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it's been a huge week for him.
Story.
Well, that's the other story.
How's he going to be?
I forgot about that one.
How's he going to be? How's he going to be received by his own fans?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember Payne Haas when he put in a transfer request? And he was booed.
Yeah.
Like, how is Dylan Brown going to be received? Because if you look for, creativity within this Parramatta Eels team, you're looking to Dylan Brown to provide. He didn't. Well, look, defensively was their issues last week, but I think all eyes will be on Dylan Brown because you know what? When you sign for 1.3 for 10 years, the pressure comes this year and 10 years and beyond.
I'd have been a Dylan Brown fatigue, Dan. That's why I didn't think of that straight away because we covered that story.
No, I'm with you, Rudy. I think Tigers are the story today because they're favourites. There's expectation. This is the sort of game. After dropping one, they probably should have won against Newcastle, given how they played in the first half hour. It's a big game for them. It's a really big game for them. It is early days, obviously, but Buller, Galvin, Luai, Coruscant, this is now. The future is now for the West.
Well, the other interesting thing is, Dan, there's been a few murmurs that maybe Parramatta to replace Dylan Brown will try and sign Lachlan Galvin. He's obviously on contract till the end of next year, but so I'm interested to see how Lockie goes against Parramatta. There'll be a lot of attention on him today as well.
Do you ever get sick of talking about something that hasn't happened and it's 2 years away?
No.
So you like it?
The punters love it, Gordy.
Do they?
You reckon Parramatta fans...
When was the last time you went and sat in the stands?
Not that long ago, Gordy.
When?
Actually.
When?
Well, it's only round 2 this year. I went to plenty of games and sat in the stand last year.
Yeah, did you?
How often are you out there?
All the time.
Okay.
You know who likes it, Gordy? The NRL. Otherwise, they changed the stupid rules. The rules are ridiculous. How can we be the only league in the world where you can sign with a club but you'd play for another? We're the only league in the world, but the NRL likes it because they see it as positive publicity.
Tell Parramatta fans they don't want to hear who the club's going to sign next. Who's going to replace Dylan Brown?
Go ask them, do they like reading about Dylan Brown that's been shopping himself around for 12 months?
No, they don't. But now they want to hear who they're going to get to replace him, Gordy. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Counting down to kick off here. Brady's going to
go ask the Tigers fan, do they like reading about Lockie Galvin?
They hate it.
Go down. There you go. I'm going to find the biggest
power of hate. The power of hate.
Gordy, are you trying to pretend you're not part of the media? Is that what you're trying to do?
I don't like talking about blokes changing clubs. No, I don't like it.
That's your whole show. That's your whole 360 show.
No, it's not. Let me finish. Sorry for having an opinion.
You're a goose.
All right, Triple M rocking the footy.
Right now, Reedy, you're a goose.
Triple M rocking the footy. People are coming in here late. 10 minutes until kickoff. Parramatta and the West Tigers.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Thanks to the reliable Mitsubishi Triton, nothing can frighten a Triton.
Sydney's Triple M breakfast.
32% of people say they'd rather do this than go to the gym. Steve.
Have sex. Burns more calories. You can do it with multiple partners. You always got a spotter.
Multiple partners. Wow. And a spotter. Wow. Oh, you don't have to sell it to us. I'm with you, mate. How often do you get a workout in, Stephen?
Oh, not much these days, mate.
Thanks to Aussie Broadband. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way.
It's Triple M breakfast.
Weekdays from 6 on 104.9 Triple M.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Back your business with Energy Australia and get energy solutions from a dedicated team of experts. Search Energy Australia or call 1800 709 510.
Whether you're building, fixing or crafting something from scratch, Flexivit Abrasives has got your back. Proudly made right here in Australia, Flexivit's cutting and grinding discs deliver the strength and precision you need to tackle any project, big or small. So if you're a weekend warrior in the shed or a pro on the job site, choose the abrasives trusted by tradies and built to last. Flexivit Abrasives. Tough enough for the pros, right at home in your hands, and available at all leading industrial and hardware suppliers.
Jump on the bandwagon and taste the new CC's 4 and 20 flavours. You can't say no.
New Zealand holidays are on sale and everyone must go. Of course, it's up to you. But if you like going up mountains or downtime, screaming your lungs out or inhaling pristine air, leaving your comfort zone or wearing comfy pants, then this sale is for you. I think that's everyone. If you don't like any of those things, let me know. I'll find something for you. We've got heaps, and it's all on sale, but only for a bit. Visit newzealand.com for deals on flights, experiences, and accommodation.
To the hard workers out there, you're halfway through it. Only a few hours before you knock off, put your feet up, maybe have a cold one. Till then, just know at Cbus, we're working hard too, securing you a retirement to look forward to. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you.
Mrs. D, I've been thinking about how Maxia's novated leasing lets you use some pre-tax money to pay for your new car, which could save you money.
But you're 7. Maxia's budget easing novated leasing. T's and C's apply. Visit maxia.com.au for details.
Go on a Macca's run, pick up the mouth-watering new spicy chicken McWrap and get all fired up for another week at work. But not too fired up. That would be unprofessional. Available 10:30 a.m. to midnight.
For Ream Hot Water and McDonald's.
What an atmosphere!
Triple M rocks footy.
It's what rugby league's all about. Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
First of 2 games here on Triple M. You've got Gordon Tallis, James Graham, Brent Reid, Dean Grenade, and we've got the Eels and the Tigers, and it's coming up next.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Well, it is round 2, and already we have what seems to be a critical contest. Parramatta and the Wests Tigers. Why critical? Because the loser of this game will this week be under a spotlight hotter than this Western Sydney sun, which is cooking CommBank Stadium. Eels coming off an embarrassing hiding in Melbourne. Tigers, well, they were far more encouraging against the Knights, but they also lost. There is a lot on the line this afternoon. Parramatta back home where they are usually so much better. Wests Tigers, they'll have memories of their last visit here. That was Easter Monday and a famous 1-point win. You got the $6 million man, Jerome Luai. How many times did he lose 2 in a row at Penrith? Not many. The $13 million man, Dylan Brown, headlining a team he's about to leave. It's 37 in the Golden West, and it might just be a bit hotter in the middle. Eels, Tigers, this is Sunday footy on Triple M. And these teams here will delay their entry as long as they can. And Jimmy Graham's aroused, as now is going to be the case, I gather, at 3:59 every Sunday.
Dan,
you just fired us up. Matty Nagle better watch his spot.
See, that's the inspiration. He did it. I'm going to give him... Listen,
he's a great man, mate.
Someone we used to work with, Kenty, did a great interview with Matty Nagle, and I'm glad to see Kenty's back up and running and doing well with that podcast, but with nothing to do with us, so it's just a plug for a plug's sake. And I'm glad to see he's doing some good things, and that's a great interview.
I played against Matty Nagle.
Yeah, great bloke, Matty. What a champion bloke he is, and it's a great interview over there, and well done to everyone involved. Anyway, back to this game, where Parramatta, how scarred do you think they're going to be, Jimmy? We saw firsthand just how bad they were against Melbourne, but it is Melbourne. I think they're not going to be the only team to cop a hiding at the hands of the Storm.
No, that's correct in that assessment, Dan, but defensively they were all over the shop, both their right-hand side, left-hand side, and their middle D units as well, so they need to come back and respond. I think you almost put that game in the bin and say, boys, that is not what we are about. We saw Jason Riles on screen laying down the law to his troops, and it looked as if he was making gestures defensively about going together. The Parramatta Eels need to do that. The thing about today, Dan, in these deep, heavy heat conditions, it is going to test you. And we see teams sometimes wave the white flag or take the easy option. I think it got the better of the Dragons on yesterday afternoon. Be interesting to see how both teams manage this one today.
Well, paramount ball control, right?
Yeah,
so at the start of the year when it's hot and your big boys run out of gas a bit easier, you've got to control the footy and make sure that, and this is your halfback jobs. This is Dylan Brown's. Make sure that you're starting your defensive sets in really good positions, right? And then turn every kick into an attacking kick and get some contest out there.
And react. If Volkman or Brown or Luai or Galvin see that opportunity, or any of the nine see to kick early, get on board. It makes such a difference.
Cherry Evans has been doing it for 10 years and still doing it.
Here they come, the West Tigers in their predominantly orange jerseys. Jareen Buller, Sania Taruva, Adam Dewey, Stafford To'a, Gerald Skelton, Lockie Galvin, Jerome Luai. Forwards, Terrell May, Api Coruscant, Fanua Bole, Samuela Fainu, Alex Seyfarth and Alex Twal. The bench, Talon De Silva, Royce Hutt, Jack Bird and Sione Fainu. That's the West Tigers 17. The returns of Buller and Coruscant, the most noteworthy. Our second look at Galvin and Luai as a combination. Well, here we go. Parramatta are back home, and they come down the race here as I go past their fans underneath this grandstand here, and out they come, led out by Junior Barlow, Isaiah Yongi, the fullback, Jordan Russell, and on debut, Jordan Samrani. They are the wingers. Will Penasini, Zach Lomax are the centres. Dylan Brown, Ronald Volkman, the halves once again. Joe Offahengawi, Brendan Hands and Junior Barlow make up the front row. Sean Lane, Jack Williams, Jermaine Hopgood, the back row. And the bench, Riley Smith, what a game time for him last week. Matt Dory, Kitione Kautonga, and Sam Tui Vaiti. Jimmy Graham, your tip, please.
Oh, Dan, this is a horrible one to tip. I'm going with Para. It's been a strange weekend. It really has. How are the punters supposed to tip? I'm going to go with Para, but I've got no evidence to back that up.
Gordy?
Tigers.
Thank you. That's how you tip, Jimmy. That's how you tip.
He's really confused about this game. I don't know why. He's an overthinker. I didn't realise he was an overthinker.
Brent Reid?
The Tigers for me, Dan. Interesting, Dan. The Tigers actually made Parramatta wait then. Parramatta already come out. Tigers stayed in the tunnel and made them wait in the bowels of the stadium.
Okay, here we go. Eels home game. They play here in a few weeks. It's a Tigers home game. And it's Joe Offahengawi who brings it back here. Parramatta running to the southern end. The sun is covering about half this ground here, so that's not going to make things easy as they work it upfield. A great crowd noise here. They came in late, but it's nothing like a full house as Lomax carts it up beyond the 30 and is met 18 short of the halfway line. Brendan hands the dummy half, giving it on to Sean Lane, working up that left edge where 3 Tigers are there to meet him. And he'll be playing it now. It comes here from hands across to Hopgood, and Hopgood runs into the defence. A good opening set from Parramatta as they make it over halfway. Last tackle, and it's Volkman in just his 7th first grade game, putting up the high kick. That's not going to be easy. That's not going to be easy. But Russell surely knocked out Taruva there, knocked him down. That was not a fair contest. The ball came back for the Tigers anyway, and West Tigers come away with it, 21 out from their own line. So no score. Tigers, their first use of it. Interesting tactic, though, and a good tactic, kicking high into the sun. Even if there was no obstruction there, I'm not sure Taruva would have had his own way with that ball. Looking up at the sun as Jerome Luai feeds it on to Skelton. Skelton driving up to within 16 of halfway where he's filled. Hands there along with Jack Williams. Now a one-out run. Terrell May was excellent in the first half last week at Campbelltown, and he stopped here on tackle number 5. Last, Luai ventures outside his 40, kicking long, where we've almost got confusion there. Not really. Lomax in the end called his and took Yongi out of it. Lomax brings it back to his 20. No score, set a piece here at Combank.
Yeah, interesting to see Zach Lomax drop back for that kick. I haven't quite figured out yet if he has moved onto the wing, but he certainly positioned himself to take that ball and have that first hit up for the Parramatta Eels.
James Graham, Gordon Tallis, your experts for Siba Super. There's Triple M Monster footy for Ream and for Maccas. And Parramatta here. Good work from their forwards in the first couple of sets, and now Brown goes for a very sprightly run here. That had a bit of vigour about it, and he got over the 40. So, on the last, it comes in out of Volkman, puts up a high kick, and it's coming down 20 away. No one wants it. They let the centre of Parramatta Lomax take it, but he's felled immediately, and the Tigers end up playing that pretty well. So get that back on their 20-metre line. No score, 2.5 gone. As Parramatta really muscling up early here. As on tackle 2 after a very slow play the ball. It's Skelton carrying it forward. A lot of Tigers fans in the house, particularly at the southern end. Making some noise. Twal working down the left edge where he's knocked over 10 short of halfway. Coruscant picks up and feeds it along to the centre, Dewey. And Dewey works together 2 Parramatta defenders there. One of them is Offahengawa, the other is Hands. Galvin kicking on the last from just shy of halfway. Set for set at the moment. Easy one here for Russell. And Russell is working it up now for Parramatta, almost to his 20. So the game is crying out for a little moment here. Who's going to crack? Who's going to make the first error? It's not Penasini there. He carries it up. Line ball pass out at dummy half, finds Lomax, who's been busy, and Lomax turns his body on the defence but can't offload. He's put on his back. Oh, Dewey. He just had a little bit too much pepper in that tackle. Trying to slow it down. There's the first crack, and Parramatta get the first chance. No score, 3 gone on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard.
Yeah, that was a great run there by Lomax. Won the collision, and the Tigers, they just couldn't quite get a grip on him, and Dewey just lays on a little bit too long. But it was dangerous for the Tigers. The last time they put a kick in, they just let Lomax compete for it themselves. He's so good in the air. Get a message down, Benji.
So Parramatta start this set 35 out. They're on the right here where Lomax taps it, 10 in from touch. Throws it into Hands. Hands gives it on to Barlaw. Barlaw is 30 metres out. Centre field here, Parramatta. Hands out to Volkman. Volkman getting it on to Offahengawi. And he works it into 3 Tigers. Quick play the ball. That's sharp from off a Hengawi as it comes right side. The halves combined. Brown looking to run. He beats one. He left Luai on the ground. And then Luai, someone's lost a boot there. It's not Luai. He thought it was his. He realised, no, it's Dylan Brown, so he just left it alone. Eventually the tackle made. Lane now crashing upfield. Drops it behind him on purpose, and it's put down by Hopgood. So a bit of panic there from Parramatta. Boy, they were looking good. But then they muck it up with Lane forcing an offload. No score, 5 gone.
Yeah, much better start this week, Parramatta, than last week. Starting to throw the ball around. And Dylan Brown, I thought he got booed the first time he touched the ball. That was a great touch. Step between a couple, and there's Big Lane. He tries to offload, and there's a knock on.
Look, it's great with the benefit of the replays here on the screen. If they'd have gone out the back, I think they had the numbers, the 3-on-2. They just couldn't quite get the ball in the hands of Yongi. Maybe just trying to play that long game, play short to Lane. Interesting as well, Zach Lomax is defending on the wing, attacking in the centre. I wonder if that is to take some responsibility away from the youngster on debut, Samrani, and not to have those back of the field plays off the kicks.
Wild pass here, sees Seyfarth have to pick it up. This is a bad set so far for the Tigers. They are just outside their 20 on tackle 3. They've been under pressure here early, West Tigers. 12 with a hit up the middle, running towards the Leagues Club end. On the next, it comes to Galvin, dumbing, taking the line on, using his strength, but put down by Lane and also Brown. And that whoosh, of course, means it's the last. Hopgood's dead set offside. They've seen it, Luai, and they've decided to go through their hands, and that's nice. It comes out now to the left centre in Dewey, puts boot to ball, turns Lomax inside out. Yongi goes back to retrieve, pinned in the corner, and he's wrapped up. That was all because of Luai's vision, seeing Hopgood had raced up out of the line there, decided to pass, and it was a good result for them. Now Parramatta looking to put some pressure back on the Tigers with sharp play the balls. It comes across now to Jack Williams, the former Shark, and he's up to his 20 on tackle 3. No score, 6.5 gone. Now it comes here from Lomax. Away here to Russell, and Russell's put down.
Short side.
And now it's a short side play from Brown. That's a Lane, and the man he gives it to puts it down. That's Penasini, who was hovering on that wing. Now the Tigers get their first opportunity here. No score.
That's twice Lane's tried to pass just then. They had to win the right. They played the ball a metre off their own try line. They were starting to make metres, and he pushes the pass and it wasn't on. But it's clear for me, Dan, that the Parramatta Eels have just come here to run harder and straighter than the opposition.
Vanil Bolet is carrying it up here for the Tigers. Their first chance. They're 35 out. May gets it on the next, and he runs straight into Williams, and Williams makes solid contact. Volkman there, and a front rower and off, and Gowie is also involved in the tackle. Tigers 30 metres from the Parramatta line as it comes now from Galvin to Luai. Luai turning it into Seyfarth, just standing in the tackle after he cut back in field. On to Coruscant, ducks under one. Gets to another, lost the ball, penalty.
Ruck interference, you pushed the ball out.
You heard the referee there, ruck interference. Grant Atkins, our man today. Penalty in front here. This is an interesting decision, 29 metres out.
You tap it.
You would think this has got high points, wouldn't you, this game, and take the chances of tries when you can get them.
I would have challenged that.
It did, I've got to say, Jimmy, live, it just looked like that ball came out, but tapped and Tigers on their way with a hit up here from Terrell May. Inside the 20, they're in the Westpac red zone as it comes now from Galvin. Turning it in now to Boulair. Boulair hard to handle. Sharp play the ball as well. As it's Coruscant going to his left, linking up with Luai. Oh no, on it goes to Galvin, throwing a wild pass, but there were offside defenders, so it's advantage going to the Tigers. That's fortunate for Galvin. Fortunate for Galvin.
Yeah, that was a poor pass.
That was like Reece Walsh last night. A really bad one. That
Great
one.
ball movement, though. Happy Coruscant out of dummy half, brings 2 forwards underneath, lays the ball to Jerome Luai, who dishes it on instantly to Galvin. If he gets that pass selection and execution correct, the Tigers are in.
Ball just fell out of his hands. Obviously, it's a slippery ball, humid conditions. 5 metres out, Tigers. Coruscant turning it in. And now ball there, cutting back towards the left upright. Stopped here by Hopgood. Tigers inching closer. Comes to Luai on the left on the next. Dancing and now hurling it back in field to Galvin, who has to back. Now he straightens. Gets it back to the 10-metre line. And their centre field, the Tigers. 3 gone. Goes to the right side. Beautiful stuff, Terrell May. Ran into an offside defender and got 6 more tackles. He knew exactly what he was doing. The left side is poised here. That's where Galvin is, and he wants it. It comes now from Coruscant on to Galvin. Galvin holds it up. Volkman rushed up. Galvin fashions a pass, hits the ground, and it's passed on out to Skelton, who puts a tiptoe on the touchline. Oh, they've butchered one there, the West Tigers. Loose play from them. Parramatta survived. No score. Down to the sideline, Brent Reid. And we do that for Bob Jane T-Marts.
It all looks a bit frantic, Dan, I reckon, with the West Tigers. They just don't really look in sync, and you could see it there. They were just pushing passes, and it's just a bit frantic at the moment. They just need to calm down and get through their sets and then put some plays on.
Yeah, I agree with your assessment there, really, as we see Skelton just touch the touch and goal line there and give Parramatta a bit of respite, but I think both teams look a bit edgy. They look nervous. They don't look confident whatsoever with the ball.
They don't look like teams that know how to win. 0-1 the pair of them, coming off poor seasons. Here's Lomax, just outside his 20. No score. It's funny, I can hear the banging of things and clapping of hands. I don't see it. But amazingly, it's coming through the sound system. 19 short of halfway. No score, 10 and a half gone. Now it goes left side to Russell. And Russell is driving this up the left edge where he's stopped by 2 defenders. Played to hands, getting it onto Offahengawi. Over halfway he goes. And he's stopped. Former Tiger, of course, Joel Offahengawi. And he'll play it just to the right and left of the post. Now it comes to the middle. Volkman puts up a midfield bomb. Not particularly deep. Taruva goes up and catches it well. He's not a tall fella, but he managed to get a clear passage to that one, and he'll play it 20-odd out from his own line. Little listless that set from Parramatta. They've done a fair bit of defending the last few minutes. Now they get a chance. Routine knock on. That's poor from Stafford. Just a hit up, and he lost it. No score, but that might be about to change. So Beacon Trade scoreboard yet to tick over. Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trade's got the lighting, the fans, the electric. Get it done. You can join up beacontrade.com.au.
Well, it's a tough hit up, right? There's a dominant tackle on Truver, and he had 3 or 4 guys on him, and he just tried to play the ball a bit too quick and wrestle in the tackle, and he just lost control of the footy.
Scrum, 25 out, centre field. Parramatta, of course, win it. It comes to the right side where Lomax at second receiver shakes off one, comes back in field, taken by 12, but gets an offload. Lomax away to Barlaw. Barlaw flat-footed, gives it off for Hengawi, and the Tigers don't panic. Tackle made on the big front rower. 22 out. Now Barlaw, left side he goes. A terrific driving run. Carries it all the way to the 10. 3 needed there to bring Barlaw down. His hands go short side to the left away to Lane. Oh, straight and hard. Much better from him. He almost got there. A metre away. Terrell May there in the nick of time. Back it goes to the open right. Dylan Brown goes for a run on the angle. And he's taken down here. Handy work down low from 12. Slow play the ball here. The ref won't have enough of this soon. Tigers holding on. Little grubber, terrible. Trapped by the boot of Buller. What Buller did was not terrible. He recovered it as well. But Parramatta, they're panicking. No score. It remains 13 gone.
Well, both sides are panicking a little bit. Just their last passes. It's not quite gelling. They're looking still a bit nervous in attack. But they've got the attitudes right in defence.
Yeah. I think they realise the importance of this game, albeit round 2, is now Coruscant pointing at defenders he thought were offside, didn't get a penalty, then he holds his head as if he was hit high. 0 for 2 there, Appy Coruscant, although he's staying down here. This is where Timmy Graham brings out the stretcher. This is where he brings out the stretcher, but Appy's got a replay here. And, shoulder in the head. He's got a case, actually. Jack Williams. Is it a reportable offence?
Does he go off for HIA?
He has to.
I think it's HIA and it's a report and possible sin bin. No,
Appy Coruscant's got to go off.
It's a report, no sin bin. Penalty Tigers.
He stayed down, he clutched his face, he's got to go off.
Well, they got Talon De Silva.
Yeah, who was pretty good last week at times for the Tigers.
Yeah.
He's not Coruscant, though.
No, played a lot of schoolboy footy with Galvin, so he's got a connection there.
So, 38 metres out, West's Tigers. And Coruscant remains in the game. A hit up now, sees the visitors carry to the 30. Terrell May, his 5th run on the Choice Hotel stats. Comes out to Galvin, turning it in. Beautiful footwork ball there, but even better was the work there of the man Hopgood smashing the ball out of his hands. That's a knock on, and that's a cheap turnover. It remains no score, 14 gone on the Beacon Trade scoreboard. Lomax working it up. Tigers muscling up. And wrapped up 21 short of halfway. Rudy, you're on the ground. How hot is it down there?
Yeah, it's pretty warm down, but some of these mistakes are just inexcusable. I wouldn't put it down to the weather at all, but it is warm down here, definitely.
Okay, so it comes now to Ofahengawi. Works it up to halfway, where he's stopped here on tackle number 3. So this is bubbling nicely. Jack Williams is hit by 2 defenders. One of them went high. Penalty Parramatta. So Parramatta again get an opportunity.
You can sense the tension between these two teams here, Dan. And you know when players carry the ball and they're already thinking, don't make a mistake. It's the worst attitude to approach contact with. You think don't make a mistake and it happens. They're not playing naturally, Gordon. They're not naturally going into the collision.
Where do you think he's feeling the tension, Gordy?
I can feel it in my palms.
21 metres out. I knew what he was doing. I knew he was going. Here comes Barlow.
But they are they're just nervous. It's a nervous. They're just so nervous in attack at the moment, both teams.
15 metres.
Settle down, boys. You've got 80 minutes.
Bogman and Brown. Brown out to Yongi. Keeps it going left, Penasini. Penasini's winger overruns him, and Penasini takes the tackle 5 away. Now swung to the open right. Brown delays the pass to Hopgood. Holds it out in front of him. Was shaping the pass, ended up running. Collected by 2 Tigers. Right in front of the sticks. 6 more tackles. Tigers can't hold on for much longer, surely. Maybe they can, because a hit up from Williams on tackle 1 sees the ball jolted free. And that's beyond the point of possible advantage situation.
It must be slippery, Dan. It must. The jerseys must have a lot of sweat on it. That was a great shot. It hit him underneath the ribs. But the ball came out way too easy.
Yeah, and because the 6 again came a little too distant from where that ball was knocked on, so it is Tigers' ball.
That's a halfback on a back row running a line, and the ball pops out.
No score. 16:30 gone here. Dogs and Titans coming up at Belmore. Let's go there and watch the second half, Gordy. I'll drive you home. We'll go to Belmore, one of your old stomping grounds. Goes away now to Coruscant. And
don't think I'm well liked there.
As the Tigers work it upfield to Ruva. He's put down 15 short of halfway. You going there, Jimmy?
No, I won't make kick-off, unfortunately, down.
Now it's worked up the left edge. So no earn for you, won't go for the second half. Now it comes to the open right. Nothing wrong with that. Now it comes to Galvin, short ball away to Seyfarth. Seyfarth wrapped up 45 out. Oh, lovely play the ball. Coruscant goes down the skinny side on the last, finds Galvin. Galvin kicks terribly, straight down the throat of Yongi, and Yongi is bringing it back towards the centre. It's not a bad result for the Tigers, but the kick was probably not what Galvin had in mind. A little too easy for the young Parramatta fullback. So, ball played now to Brown. Get on. Oh, upended Samrani. Boy, oh boy, that's a strong shot. And a big smile on the face of Fanua Bole. But Samrani goes back to his right wing there. And the kick here from Parramatta. This is, well, it was a great angle. Probably, well, it was too wide an angle because it was from beyond the 40 from hands. And it goes into touch only 20 short of halfway. So reasonable field position here for the West Tigers. Really confirming drinks breaks are coming?
No, Dan, what they've got is the trainers that are allowed on the field. There's unlimited access to the players. So there's no 20-minute drink break. It's just the trainers have got extra access to the players.
Is this a sort of ad-lib rule that they've brought in for this game only?
No,
well,
Dan,
it's a great rule.
You like that, Gordy?
Yeah, you don't
Very
want
good.
to stop for 2 minutes.
It's like they're just making up another run. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's it. So here's May. Good stuff already. Now it comes out where it's fed from Buller to Dewey. And Dewey rounded up here. Dewey's looking sharp, actually. He's threatening on that side, on the nets. Oh, Buller slips into a tackle. All legal and all muscle from Ofahengawi. 35 away. Now it comes to Coruscant. Giving it on to May. Pops it back to Coruscant. And Coruscant's collected on the 30. They let Noah on that one. Last tackle. Luai on the short left puts up a high kick. Coming through the Tigers, putting pressure on. Russell, Yongi bumped out of it. It's on the ground. Tigers knock on. So out of all that mess, Tigers knock on. And a changeover. Parramatta ball. 10 out from their own line. So no score. It remains. 19 minutes gone here. When we go to Reedy, it's for Bob Jane T-Marts. You can buy 3, get 1 free, plus instant cash back on Bridgestone, Yokohama, Kumo and Pirelli. Visit bobjane.com.au today. T's and C's do apply.
Yeah, difficult to assess which team's actually on top or who's at the better of the run of play so far in the opening 20 minutes.
They're both on the bottom bunk at the moment. No one's climbed up to the top.
Right.
But, I'd like to see Happy Coruscant. Last year, he ran the side from a dummy half. I think he's got so much respect for Galvin and Loy at the moment. I'd like to see him still play through the middle and lay a platform.
There was a line ball pass and they got it right. It was called very late. It's right near us. So it's pretty easy to see. That's a bad play.
There's a few of them this round.
And the Tigers will get this only 39 away. Hands. That's inexcusable, really. Yongi was running onto it, but it was thrown half a metre forward. So Tigers enjoying a good little period. Nothing to show for it. Parramatta 6 errors on the Choice Hotel stats. Some heat-related, some just poor. One line break, it belongs to the Tigers, who are on the right side. Now they swing left. Galvin to Luai. Oh, Luai gets a pass to Dewey. And is this a trial game? He loses the ball. Dude, they're just out of sync. 15 short of halfway.
Well, it's been a golden rule for a long, long time. You've got to earn the right to play footy. You lay down the platform, you let your forwards get into the battle, and as fatigue comes in, that's when you start to put
Great offload, Gordy, from Lomax. He knows how to offload, and he found his man Hopgood, brother Williams, who ran 20 metres. Parramatta now inside Tigers territory. Bogman to Brown to Lane. Lane is captured here by Safar for down low for Noah ball there. 30 out Parramatta. Comes to the open right on the next. When upended in the tackle here is Hopgood. Centre field, and this will be tackle number 5. On the last, it goes right side. Bogman pokes in a kick, hits the ground. Awkward bounce on the try line. It's taken by Skelton, and he gets back into the field of play. But he's hemmed in here, and they'll do well to get this out. Oh, Dewey driven back with a pile driver. That's Jack Williams. Classic Jake Trebojevic style technique. Now on the next, another Skelton run it looks like, and he doesn't go too far. This is really hard work now as Taruva, pretty good at gaining metres for Penrith leading into this year, but well handled here, just outside the 20. Alex he's caught the shoulder and it's shouldered the ball free. Now Parramatta, it comes here from Penasini, sprints down the left side. Galvin holds on, one-on-one tackle that had to be made. 15 out the Eels. Russell picks up and works it back towards the middle, but follows him and brings him down. So Parramatta, surely they're close to points one way or the other, as it's one out here through Hopgood towards the uprights on tackle 3. Make it tackle 1 as now goes right side. Volkman away to Yongi. Oh, great tackle down low by Luai around the ankles. Ball played to Hands. Hands has a go. Hands gets over, but they got over it. And that's just going to give the Tigers a nice little breather here as Parramatta will walk it back to the 10. I do believe that was Bullet who got under Brendan Hands. And
what about the defensive contact from Jack Williams? He's moved into the middle and he is making himself known.
There he is now, Jack Williams. He's brought down centre field, well, in fact, in front of the right upright to be precise. Now it goes to the left side. Bogman to Brown. Brown throws a hospital pass to Lomax. Lomax then fires a rocket that Penasini puts down.
I don't get the panic there. I don't get the panic. Now there's push and shove. Lomax, he's frustrated. The touches he's had today has had a fair bit of class, but just then he didn't need that pass.
He went in field, Gordy. He's in the right centre position or right wing defensively, and he's moved over to that left-hand side. They preempted that play, and the Tigers, they telegraphed that. They saw it coming. It was too obvious. It was too predictable. But again, a sign of an edgy team. Two nervous sides here.
Just the sort of game, gents, the first points are so important.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan.
Yeah, it'll settle you down.
No score. It's fascinating. It's a fascinating contest. Sun has disappeared here. I don't know. Reedy can tell us later if it's cooled things down, but it's quite overcast at the moment now as it's shifted from left to right here for the Tigers. They're starting to struggle to find meters, the Tigers, as Bolle is put down 21 short of halfway. Coruscant coming up. He fires it to May. May then throws a loose ball, scooped up by Coruscant, finding Bolle. Fortunate result for the Tigers. Bolle doesn't go too far as he's filled. Centrefield still, tackle fourth. Galvin inside his own half on a Totler. That's a better play. Totler bumping off Russell, who's shaken up there. That might get a look from the dock. And the ball played. Luai ventures over halfway, kicks from centrefield. High kick, Lomax under it. No problem for him, but a great chase. And Dewey wraps up Lomax 12 out from his own line. This time he does get off in time, so no penalty conceded as Samrani with a sprightly run up to his own 20. He'll play it back there to Volkman, throwing it long left to Lomax. He goes longer still. Out to it looks like Yongi, the fullback. He's been a success story for Parramatta so far in this in the early parts of this season. And Yongi's run followed up by Penasini down the left side. Now, Riley Smith in the game. So I don't know if Hands has got the old hook, but I think Smith came on around this time last week. The man playing his second first-grade game and knock on it to play the ball. So Riley Smith picks it up here, but the problem was Barlaw didn't play it properly. It lost it before he played it. Tigers ball halfway line. No score, 25 and a half gone.
Yeah. The big boys in the middle just starting to feel the pinch. There's Barlaw. He just pushes off the back row and he drops the ball there.
Power at 56% completion. They're 9 from 16.
So, Tigers here.
But their last two plays, they're two experienced players, state of origin players, made the mistake. It's contagious. One was Lomax, the next one Barlaw.
And Tigers here just working down the middle from the scrum win. Luai dishing off to Seyfarth, 45 out. Corus out of the left. The Luai, he keeps it going. Man, he gives it to working the edge. And that is Bolle, 37 away. And they go even shorter side still. And the man is hitting it up. Is absolutely clobbered. That's Samuela Fainu, who we've hardly seen. Yeah, in fact, that's his first run. He's made a few tackles. He just hasn't seen the ball. Terrell May now down the centre. They're inching closer, but they haven't thrown a shot in this set. Now it's Luai. Little stutter step. Now on to Galvin on the right. On the ball. This is nice. Away goes Tom. I want it to River. To River, yes. To River's over. That's a well-worked try. Finally, a team shows a bit of patience, and the Tigers get the opening points of the afternoon. Good try. 4-0 West Tigers.
What I like from this play from the Tigers, they got a little bit more depth. Last time Galvin, they've been getting to him, putting some pressure on him, make him play faster. Luai just does a little bit of a starter, holds him up, and Buller just slides out the back. That's great hands. Taruva had a fair bit of work to do. Beats two Parramatta players to slam it down.
Yeah, great ball movement.
Time.
It is about time. We've been waiting a long time for this try to come and open up the deadlock. I've got to admire the tempo at which Jerome Luai played at. He stuttered a little bit. He showed the ball to the inside, which stopped the advancement of the Parramatta Eels defensive line. They held back. That created the space on the outside. Luai has to find the ball to Galvin. He did the rest. He got the ball out to Daruva, who is a great finisher on his day. Tigers finally give us something positive to talk about.
First try for Taruva in West's Tigers colours. So Dewey he's taken this back a long way, opening up the angle. The Pertec kick predictor, 52%.
Well, they can hit them, Dan. They kick them dead off the kickoff, which is, 60-odd metres. So I don't know what the meterage is. Sideline, what is it, 26 metres back?
Pythagoras' theorem comes into A squared equals B squared plus C squared. That's it. Soccer. Now, 5 in from touch.
I just look at my mate's test for those questions.
By the time I was at school, they let us with the calculators. Reliable performance turned to Pertec, drama resistant since 1980. I listened yesterday. It was a very entertaining call, but I heard some kooky kick predictor numbers. I don't know what was going on there. 5 in from touch, right side, so the wrong angle for the right footer. And Dewey starts it way out right. Not even Thurston with a gale could bring that back. That's too far wide. But Tigers 4, Parramatta 0. Triple M rocking Sunday footy.
Westpac's back, bringing the footy. From the excitement of the Westpac Red Zone to supporting female pathways, making a real difference in the women's game, helping to shape our NRLW stars of the future. Westpac, bringing the footy.
Well, Parramatta have only got themselves to blame. That's 8 errors by Parramatta in that first half. Choice Hotel stat for you. They've got to fix that up at half time. And if you're a Tigers fan, you would love that. Curacao to Luai to Galvin to Bula, and they score in the corner. That's the dream, right?
You want to have another go at that, Rudy?
Which Curacao.
Curacao.
What did I say?
I don't know what you said. Curacao.
Oh,
mate, he's
now Royce Hunt from the back fence.
It's the beads of sweat getting in his eyes.
This is going to be 20 minutes of fury either side of half time. And his run followed up by another one out run. It's like the Tigers' first team to settle down. It was a routine set with a crisp play at the end of it. That's how they scored. Gordon Tallis and James Graham, your Seabus super experts on this Sunday. Terrell May with a run. Boy, he gets through some work. His 9th run this afternoon. Eels have done a good job on him, though. Coruscant deliberately from inside the 40 on the angle. Not enough angle, but it's deep. And it's Yongi who's going to pick it up here. Very good chase on the... Oh, very good chase. And then the Stafford To'a shot the boot. But the Tigers just a little too vigorous. And they've got a problem there at the ruck, and it's a penalty to Parramatta.
You ruined a perfectly legal tackle.
I think I got a little excited, Gordy. He put on a great shot, and then he just went on with it.
It was a great shot and it was a great kick, and just as I look in the back play, the Parramatta boys, all their heads stopped, all their big boys, and they just started to walk. It might have been a sign of the time. There is the old rub on their head. Jeez, I hate that.
So, Parramatta, they'll bring it forward here. 4-0 West's Tigers, only 10 to go in the first half on the Beacon Trade scoreboard as it's swung from left to right. Brown onto one of these reserves here. This is Matt Dory. Been at the club for a little while now. He makes it to halfway. Jack Bird involved in the tackle, so the replacements making their presence felt with Lane going up a very wide edge. He's captured 40 out, 10 in from touch. Back to the open side on play number 4 where Dory provides for Hopgood, and Hopgood is stopped quickly by Hunt. As it goes now back to the right side again where looks like Dylan Brown's held onto this. It's a great catch. No, it's not Brown, it's Yongi. Good skill from him to haul that in under pressure. High kick coming down 5 away. Great take by Buller.
He was taken out.
Of course he was. You know what? If he dropped it, it would have been a penalty. But because he caught it, the referee's going to let it go.
And it was a brilliant take.
He was
under
like
a fair bit of pressure. There it is. There's the penalty.
Yeah. So Parramatta offside. It was like, Gordy, when you see a swimmer and the wave moves them. And he was in the air and you can see the wave of Parramatta players was moving.
That is a great take.
Anyway, they get a penalty and they'll put this into touch. 4-0. And into touch it goes. Bulldogs and Titans coming up in about an hour and a half here live from Belmore Sports Ground. The only game, is that right? The only game at Belmore this year, Jimmy?
I think so, yeah.
It's unfortunate, but anyway, the fans who are probably on their way now there, I'm sure they will enjoy it tonight, even though it is a little hot. Here's Hunt, wrapped up, quick play the ball, played to De Silva. De Silva getting it on. Away now to May. May on to Hunt, catch and pass Luai, escapes the rushing Riley Smith, but he can't escape the next wave of defence. And the tackle made 45 out here. Only 3 gone. Here's De Silva sprinting down out of dummy half, almost put high by his opposite number in Smith, but the tackle made. Played back to Buller, getting it on now to Terrell May. And May, tireless. Here's his 11th run. Sets them up 25 out, slow play the ball from May. And it comes to Luai on the left, out to Faiunu, out the back plate Galvin. Galvin giving it to Dewey. Dewey needs to get rid of it. He drops it sideways, play on, picked up by Faiunu. Rugby style drops it behind him as he's tackled. Parramatta come up with it. That was a dog's breakfast right from the get-go for the Tigers. Parramatta ball.
I think they didn't know it was last tackle. They really genuinely attacked the left-hand side there like they didn't know it was the last tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this game doesn't improve, James Graham's going to say a swear word. Now, it's coming. You can just feel it. It's coming. Now it's hit up here by Samrani. Penalty, Parramatta.
No, don't do that.
Samrani hitting it up, and James Graham's got up and left. I don't know what's your problem with that.
They can't take a quick tap there, kick it into touch, take the meters.
All right, now it comes across here to the left side where they drive it up to the winger, Russell Gordy. Gordy can't even, I wish we were on TV because Gordy can't even look at him now.
Then you're going to be under the cosh in the second half.
Smith away now to the right to Volkman to Williams.
Jimmy and myself just might go to the bar and just watch it.
Williams, well, bring me a drink too. I need one as well. 35 out as Williams plays it. Riley Smith goes short side to Yongi. Onto Kautonga. Kautonga with a run. And in his first grade game inside the 10. Nice set bubbling. Riley Smith away down to Lomax down the short side. And well read by the Tigers. Ball comes out. Penalty against the Tigers.
You're in the way of the pass and you're offside.
So offside against, looks like Fainu there. So Parramatta will continue to put the pressure on.
We're close to professional foul territory there. If you're offside in the ruck and you make a deliberate play for it, then...
Well, he brushed.
Well,
his torso brushed.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure that's a penalty. But anyway, Parramatta ball.
Well, he's got to get back onside somewhere, doesn't he?
Well, he was almost on the try line anyway, which is as far... Anyway, Parramatta, another chance. Gordy, I'm not getting into an argument with Jimmy. Today's not the day to get into an argument with Jimmy. He's
dirty. He's missing out on the cash.
I know, I should have reminded him.
You notice he's dirty.
Yes, the dummy came out as soon as I asked him if he was going to Belmore. Now it goes to... Looks like Hopgood running down the right edge where he stopped 1 metre away. Parramatta, can they finally get on the board? Here's a little show and go. Riley Smith is over. Won't get over. Another player's been held up. So we had Brendan Hands.
I'll just read his mind. No. Grubby Reynolds is getting them all today.
In my opinion, he's still wrestling to put it down.
Yeah, he loses it.
Oh, so...
No, he loses the ball.
No try and perhaps no ball for Parramatta at the end of this.
Shoulder contact with the head.
So,
watch this now. He just tries to wrestle it out to get it down. I think he drops it.
Riley Smith, he's on his back now. He's been turtled. Well, he's held onto it the whole way, hasn't he?
Oh,
I don't know. 34 minutes and 44 seconds.
I'd be happy for him to go back and play it. Too many hands there. He's trying to get it down.
I know. Is there definitive evidence? His hands on the ball, one or the other, the whole way.
The Tigers are just looking to wrap the ball up. There's no intent to strip the ball. It is a loose carry.
Wow. That's unfortunate for the kid. That's unfortunate. So Tigers will get this back, and it'll be a 20-metre tap and a 7-tackle set. Wow, that's so cruel. 4-0 Tigers. What's doing down on the sideline, Reedy, for Bob Jane teammates?
Well, Dan, I want to give the Tigers a rap actually for their goal line defence. It's actually been pretty good today. I mean, they've protected their goal line a couple of times now from Parramatta when they've been on the attack. They did a good job there as well.
You're right, Reedy. Thank you. Westpac Red Zone, 17 tackles, Parramatta inside the 20. Nothing to show for it. Great run by Talon de Silva. He's gone 15 metres out of dummy half, and on the next play, it's Terrell May popping a pass as he was tackled, finding Buller, and he carries it to the 30 before he stopped. This could be a hammer blow here. Tigers a great chance to extend their lead. Bird to the right to Galvin. Catch and pass. Tyler sees a little opening. Tyler puts the foot down. Tyler bounces over. His body is close to the touchline, and has he promoted it? It's going up as a try. It's going up as a try, and right now Tigers lead 8 points to 0.
He did a great job. He got shot out of a cannon. They go down the right-hand side. Lockie Galvin is part of it again. And it was great hands, but just when he hits the hole, he just pins the ears back here. Truva on the outside. I thought it was going to be a draw and pass. A little play at the back. Lockie Galvin cut out ball, and he just pins the ears back.
Does a great job there to beat Penasini. Great job to beat Penasini on the outside of him. Wow. Has him second-guessing Penasini's top quality. He just reaches. He gets brushed off. We'll have a look here. Oh, he gets his feet up, and no, he's...
hang on. His body, half of it's hanging over the touchline. I don't think he's promoted it, gents. I think that's all momentum.
Does his foot go over the sideline?
Yeah,
Well, it's
absolutely
over, but it
goes over.
doesn't touch.
But they're up in the air.
Oh, that's a try. I've just kicked the headphones off. Jimmy, that play was so good. It's gone up as try. Have they got any evidence? Is there any
That
part
back
of
foot.
To'o's body on the ground?
No, I think it's the elbow.
So,
I think it's the elbow of Yongi.
you've got a try, Gordy?
I got to try. I got to go with the referee.
You got to try and... Yes, it's confirmed.
Yeah. Wow.
Fantastic put down stuff for Parramatta fans booing.
Well,
And that's not even the fake noise. That's actual Parramatta fans booing.
I didn't see an orange sock or the pink boot touch the line. Did you, Dan?
No, I know.
It is so close.
It is so close, but I don't see it.
His knee, I reckon, if they didn't have a camera angle to show the knee, I think perhaps touching. But on the evidence we saw, nothing was touching. 8-0. Now, Pertzek kick predictor, 41% for Dewey. He's missed one from a touch closer. He's got this, wow, he must do all the mathematics because this is now back 28 metres. So he's taken it back further to basically the same angle as the last one. He knows what he's doing because he's drilled it.
Wow.
Tigers out 10 points to 0. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Triple M rocking Sunday footy for Ream Hot Water and for McDonald's.
Pocket even more savings at Bob Jane T-Marts. Want a free Bridgestone, Yokohama or Kumho tyre? Buy 3 and the 4th tyre's free. Plus get up to $150 instant cash back on selected tyres. At Bob Jane T-Marts, they'll look after you. Visit bobjane.com.au or call 13 26 25.
We spoke to the blokes who came back from the Tigers this week. We've concentrated up in Coruscant and Jareen Buller. I tell you the bloke we forgot was Stafford Toa. He didn't play last week. They really missed him. And they've been really excited about how he's going to go this year. We saw a flash of it there.
He's had good batches, hasn't he, Stafford Toa?
Why would you kick off to Roos Hunt?
15. Now, I love when Jimmy's in this morose mood. Okay, here. Gordy, can you just pay him what he was going to get at Belmore and then it'll get him
I
back?
can't afford that.
Pat is hit up now from
The family club dance.
Said, well, if I hear do. Now it's Terrell May.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got Roos Hunt or Terrell May, who's been on the field for 38 minutes. Why would you kick off to their impact play?
Now Galvin is hit off the ball. That was unnecessary by Kautonga. Comes here to To'a. Now he then goes to ground like he was shot after he was clipped in the head, and he's going to stay down here. He's going to stay down. And now on the last, with no action taken, Luai puts up a bomb coming down about 18 out. Easy catch, Lomax. And a minute and 50 to go once Lomax is put down here, Parramatta with the ball. So normally, I'll tell you, I know, look, it was probably legal, Kautonga, but that's the sort of thing they're hot on at the moment, taking out Galvin a good half a step after he passed the ball. Half a second. Anyway, Parramatta with Riley Smith picking it up and giving it on now to Samrani. Jordan Samrani. 8 pretty good runs in his first outing in first grade so far. Smith goes to the right to Hopgood. Hopgood getting it on to Drury. Drury grinding it up over halfway. Parramatta down by 10 here with a minute to go in this first half. Smith after Drury's hit up. Smith giving it on. And Volkman, conservative kick. No problem for Bullock. And Buller, he beats one, beats another, beats a third in Smith. He now turns Hopgood inside out. Passes out to Dewey. Dewey over halfway. Puts the kick in. Tigers everywhere. Galvin is going to score a sensational Tigers try. Jareen Buller with absolute class. Dewey and Galvin with the finish. And on a day where the quality hasn't been up to snuff, that is as good as anything we've seen all weekend. 14-0.
Well, the nerves are gone, Dan. They're starting to play some footy. It was Buller that started it off, and Dewey. He's done a great job. Now, look at this Buller, right foot step. He beats Lomax with ease and just enough speed. Links up with Dewey, and Dewey's got an option here to pass it back inside. He puts it on the toe, and it is so well weighted, and Galvin's back on the inside. Oh, Tigers fans, get on your feet.
That is sensational stuff from the West Tigers, but your own Buller, if you are not going to present a full line of kick chasers, he is going to pick you apart, and that was the issue there. It was presented to him, and a man of his ability to dodge and weave and have that agility, he found the pass to Dewey, who assessed the situation, like you said, Gordon, brilliantly with a nice little right foot grubber kick into the chasing Galvin. It popped up perfectly for him. What a try, what entertaining, enterprising stuff from the Tigers.
And good kick from Dewey as well. Buller, the star of that try, but that in the end was well placed. But there were just Tigers that were everywhere. There was another Tiger next to Galvin, and no need for the Pertek kick predictor here. It's from in front. Dewey guides it through. It was 4-0 not that long ago. This game was blown out. Tigers 16, Parramatta 0, and Parramatta looking a little aimless in attack. Triple M rocking the footy on this hot Sydney afternoon for Ream Hot Water and for Macca's.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trade's got the lighting, fans and electrical to get it done. Join up at beacontrade.com.au.
Sydney's Triple M breakfast.
One of my favourite videos that I have is from my friend Will and Zave's wedding. My friend said to me, if any point during the day my boobs come out, let me know. So I'm going around filming everyone's. Both of her boobs are just flopped out. I don't think I've shown you the video. Can I show you?
No, I'd like to see it. We'll get it up on Triple M breakfast.
Thanks to Aussie Broadband. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way. It's Triple M breakfast. Weekdays from 6 on 104.9 Triple M.
I love my NRL on KO.
Nico Hines.
Yes, Braith.
More enthusiasm. KO has every game of every round live with no ad breaks in play. Let's try again.
KO, get on board.
That's better.
Frank from Midas here. If you've chosen fun size or something with a little bit more grunt, we've got ya. Small car service start from $199. Large car and SUV start from $249. Book yours today. Midas. You can rely on us. Conditions apply.
Looking to upgrade your business premises or just save on your existing business loan? IMB Bank has interest rates from just 6% per annum on property secured business loans. Talk to a dedicated IMB business banker to see if you could save. Because at IMB Bank, it's not just business, it's personal. Search IMB Business Banking today. IMB Bank, right by you. Rate varies based on security, repayment type and LVR. Minimum loan amount applies. Limited time offer. Lending criteria, T's and C's, fees and charges apply to loans.
Try the new CC's 4 and 20 classic meat pie and CC's sausage roll and sauce.
Hello. Frank Walker from National Tiles. The famous National Tile Spend and Save is on now. Spend $4,000 and we'll only charge you $2,750. Spend $2,000 and we'll only charge you $1,450. Or spend $1,000 and we'll only charge you $750. Yes, the more you spend, the more you save at the National Tile's famous Spend and Save. But you'll have to be quick. So rush into a National Tile store near you or go online at nationaltiles.com.au now and save.
Surprise Prize is back at Macca's with millions of instant win prizes, plus weekly draws to win 10 grand cash. Play for a 1 in 3 chance to win. Ends April 1, 2025. For full terms and permit numbers, visit our website.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trade's got the lighting, fans and electrical to get it done. Join up at beacontrade.com.au.
All right, welcome back here. Overcast conditions now, still nice and warm. Parramatta trailing the Wests Tigers 16 points to 0. Jimmy and Gordy, you both said it. The first team to settle is going to be in pole position here and might just go on with it. Well, the Tigers late in that first half did go on with it. They scored the first and then they punished the Parramatta Eels with 2 late tries in that first half. This is a big lead.
Yeah, well, it was a nervous start from from both sides. And once the Tigers settled, and I think it was just Jerome Luai started running the ball, took a bit more into his own hands, and they just started to find open spaces. And that spine that we spoke about just started to find their groove.
Yeah, it was a bit of a dull game. Let's be honest, it really
First
was.
30 minutes,
but credit to the Tigers. They stayed in the contest for longer. They did, and the game, like we said, it did open up, and they had 2 quick-fire tries there in the space of 4 sets, and they have complete control. But, you know, now at half-time, Benji Marshall will know his team were in a not too dissimilar position last time out against the Newcastle Knights. I think the lead was 8-0, and they stopped playing in that second half against the Knights. So it's really important the Tigers go back out there and they keep the shackles off. I think they did start to move the ball. They gained in confidence as this game went on. So it's really important that the Tigers don't go into their shell like they did last week.
What about that last try? Jareem Buller, what a beautiful mover of the football he is. He's now in his 40th first-grade game. That's the thing about these Tigers, Gordy. You look at their list and you go, all right, these blokes have had a little taste of first grade. Buller in his 40th game. Samuel Fainu in his 30th. Bolair, 58th game. Like, they're just getting to that age now where they're experienced, and they're young enough, but they're experienced enough, where they should be doing some really good things.
Yeah, well, they start to, you know, realise who they are and what sort of game they want to play and what player that they want to be, and they're working hard, and they're just a bit more mature. And as I said, it was a nervous start, right? There was a lot of pressure on the Tigers. I think they're close to a top 8 side. I think to go from wooden spooners to top 8, I think they've got that roster now. I think with the experience that they got, May and Luai and the like, I think they've got enough talent, and it's just them realising it and not panicking.
All right, let's take a break. 16 points to 0. The Tigers, are they on their way to their first win this season? We'll find out shortly. Triple M rocking a Sunday match of the day. Then off to Belmore for a good one. Bulldogs and Titans, that's soon. But we'll be back for the second half right after this.
Shut up! The footy's on Triple M!
Triple M rocks footy.
Tradies, big jobs, small jobs, tough jobs. Beacon Trade's got the lighting, fans and electrical to get it done. Join up at beacontrade.com.au.
Yes, halftime break continues, and if you need a break from giving your mates that may be a little hard of hearing a play-by-play, send them to Specsavers. The hearing experts at Specsavers Audiology can help them rediscover the joy of everyday sounds, and I guess you can count us in that.
Yeah, don't leave your teammates on the sideline. Get everyone back in the game with Specsavers Audiology. Book an appointment at specsavers.com.au/hearing.
Sydney's Triple M breakfast.
What excuse did you use to avoid sex?
I get I'm all touched out today.
Oh, yeah, but she's had a sensory overload. 3 kids at home. She's done.
Give one the iPad, the other one goes in the cot, and give one some food. Yeah. It's only about 20 seconds, so it's all we need.
Yeah. The neighbour's been there for 3.5 hours.
Thanks to Aussie Broadband. Aussie Broadband, the actual Aussie way.
It's Triple M breakfast.
Weekdays from 6 on 104.9 Triple M.
Frank from Midas here. If you've chosen fun size or something with a little bit more grunt, we've got ya. Small car service start from $199. Large car and SUV start from $249. Book yours today. Midas. You can rely on us. Conditions apply.
G'day, Brownie here, and I'm feeling a rata. Why? Because footy is back. And the only place to watch footy live this Saturday is on Fox Footy, available on KO Sports. Can you believe it? Yep, exclusive live Saturdays in 4K with no ad breaks in play. Now that's worth singing about. Get on board KO Sports and sign up today.
With NRMA Insurance, you could enjoy our multi-policy discount when you take out 2 or more eligible policies. NRMA Insurance, a help company. Discount applies in tiers based on the number of eligible policies. Maximum tier reached at 9 eligible policies. Visit nrma.com.au/customer-discounts for more info. Discount may be subject to minimum premiums. Always read the PDS. PDS and TMDs available from NRMA Insurance at nrma.com.au.
New Zealand holidays are on sale and everyone must go.
Whether you like screaming your lungs out or inhaling pristine air or something else, let me know. I'll find something for you. We've got heaps and it's all on sale, but only for a bit. Visit newzealand.com for deals.
All right, thanks for dinner. I must be off then.
Wait, where are you off to in a hurry?
I got to arrange some stuff in the shed.
But you did that yesterday?
Flowers.
What?
Got to arrange some flowers in the shed.
That makes no sense.
All right, see ya.
Need an excuse to get into a Best shed? Well, with 20 years manufacturer's warranty on all their Australian-made sheds, you don't need an excuse. You just need to head to bestsheds.com.au.
There's no shed like a Best shed.
Surprise Fries is back at Macca's with millions of prizes to be won.
I won a year's worth of DoorDash.
$1,000 on sale gift card.
I won a free Big Mac.
Play for a 1 in 3 chance to win. Ends April 1, 2025. For full terms and permit numbers, visit our website.
Frank from Midas here. If you've chosen fun size or something with a little bit more grunt, we've got ya. Small car service start from $199. Large car and SUV start from $249. Book yours today. Midas. You can rely on us. Conditions apply.
Shut up. The footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy. Halftime highlights.
Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre.
Oh, Dewey driven back with a pile driver. That's Jack Williams. Classic Jake Trebojevic style technique. Now it's Luai. Little stutter step. Now on to Galvin on the right. On the ball. This is nice. Away it goes. I want it to River. Yes. To River's over. And the Tigers get the opening points of the afternoon. This could be a hammer blow here. Tigers a great chance to extend their lead. Third to the right to Galvin. Catching past Tyler. Tyler sees a little opening. Tyler puts the foot down. Tyler bounces over. His body is close to the touchline, and has he promoted it? It's going up as a try. Yes, it's confirmed.
Yeah. Wow.
Fantastic put-down stuff for Toto. And Buller, he beats one, beats another, beats a third in swing. He now turns Hopwood inside out, passes out to Dewey. Dewey over halfway, puts the kick in. Tigers everywhere. Galvin is going to score a sensational Tigers try. Jerry Buller with absolute class. Dewey and Galvin with the finish. It was 4-0 not that long ago. This game is blown out. Tigers 16, Parramatta 0. All right, so a big flourish for the West Tigers to open up this lead. Here's a stat. Choice Hotels. Tigers have lost 19 of their last 20 away games. The only win was here, Easter Monday against Parramatta. And they're on their way, it would seem, if they do things well in the second half, to a second win here over the last 12 months as the visiting team. We've got James Graham, Gordon Tallis, Brent Reid on the sideline. Game number 7 for the weekend. Already we're at the near the end of round 2. Already feels like things are flying. And next week, and we have got Bulldogs Titans coming up, of course, straight after this from Belmore. Round number 3, what a first game. Storm and Panthers, and we'll be calling that one. Amy Park, 8 p.m, 7 p.m. Queensland time. I've got a feeling, Jimmy, the Panthers will be nothing like the side that played here on Friday night.
No, very different attitude. They know they have to bring their A game to mix it with the Melbourne Storm, a repeat of last year's grand final. It makes for a fascinating contest. You know, devastated though with the news of Edwards, that groin injury going to keep him out for 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But the Penrith Panthers against the Melbourne Storm, it will deliver quality, no doubt.
Warriors versus... we've got that game. We've got the first game on... in fact, got both games on Friday. Warriors and Roosters. Interesting one over there across the Tasman. Roosters will be flying high, full of confidence. Still very much an understrength team. Warriors head back. That was a good win, actually, after a terrible start against Manly. So that's the 6 p.m. game. This 8 p.m. game is fascinating. Broncos and Cowboys. Broncos... will look to hit back. First home game for them. If the Cowboys get towed up here, Jimmy, now it's not for me to call for jobs and things of that nature, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on Todd Payten. They can't get towed up the way they've been towed up the first 2 weeks, especially in a high-profile derby game.
Yeah, they've got to be better defensively. They've been poor at best during the opening fortnight. They need to fix up defensive issues. It'll be a great game, though. So many great contests week after week. How good's the NRL?
South and Rabbitohs, good Saturday afternoon game, 3 p.m. Shark Park. 5:30 Dolphins Tigers. You'll get that on Triple M in Queensland and on the listener app. KO Stadium, so first game there this year, and the Dolphins relief for them. They're at home. Gold Coast Titans versus Newcastle, Seabus Super Stadium. That's your Saturday night game. Now Sunday we're here again. The old enemies, Parramatta and the Bulldogs. Now that'll get it. It's not a full house here. I bet that's much closer because at the minimum the Dogs fans are going to be out in force. And then the late game, the Sunday night game. It's turned out to be a good one. Manly against Canberra at Four Pines Park, and we'll be calling both those games. So pretty much all the games will be on the listener app next week, all 8. So there you go. Here we go. Parramatta on the field, Tigers on the field. Parramatta to put boot to ball. My app, my weather app, I don't know how accurate it is on my iPhone, but it still says 36 degrees, so let's go with that. And these steamy conditions. Royce Hunt again they kick off towards him, so Jimmy Graham's move's not going to improve as Tigers get the 18th of their own line.
He makes it up to the 20.
Now you know what? They're in the entertainment business, Jimmy. They know he's only on for 20 minutes. Let's see him. Here's a hit up now.
Do you like his pink boots, James? I'm not going to tell him to his face.
Thank you. There's Jack Bird's hit up, followed up now by Terrell May. His 14th run in the heat. He makes it within 10 of halfway. Comes to Galvin, holding it out in front of him. He's really growing in confidence after a slow start to this one. He's up to halfway. Scored right on half time. And his play followed up by a deep kick from Luai. And Luai kicking straight down the throat of the centre Lomax. Yongi was back there as well, but it came back to Lomax. Works it towards the centre. Now let's go to Brent Reid on the sideline, and we do that, of course, for Bob Jane T-Mats.
Yeah, Dan, just some news out the sheds. Look, Benji Marshall, pretty happy with that first half. He just wants them to complete a little bit higher at the start of the second half and keep asking questions when they got the footy and play with a positive mindset, a positive attitude. Turns to Jason Ross. With no surprise, he wants them to cut down the arrows, show a bit more patience when they're in good ball. He wants them to compete harder as well, and said, look, don't be deterred by the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Reedy. Here's a driving run from Jermaine Hopgood. It's a good one. He's gone about 15 metres before he's finally put to ground by Samuel Fainu. Last, Volkman kicking long and somewhat ineffective as it's caught on the full now and brought back by Jarrell Skelton. Good chase. That made it a better kick. And the Tigers start 15 from their own line. So 16-0 West's Tigers. Interesting, I'll look up the stats here if it's Tigers' biggest half-time lead under Benji Marshall in his short time with the club. Goes now to Silva. It's a short pass on. And Tigers now, with that one-out play, get to within 20 of halfway. De Silva back to the right this time with a one-out play through Seyfarth, and Seyfarth has filled. And they continue just to work it nice and simply here in a De Silva run. He seems good for one per set, De Silva, and he's gone 10 metres. On the last, Luai's seen something he's liked, so he runs. Now he puts in a kick, and now coming through the Tigers, and gutsy stuff from Yongi, but he loses the ball. Comes away now to the Tigers. They kick. It's taken by Skelton, and Skelton scores. Well, it's razzle-dazzle. Tigers, fantastic tries either side of halfway. Jerome Luai took a risk. Looked like he was trying to milk a penalty more than anything and claim he was taken out, but he had plenty of chasers come through. Yongi was a bit deep. He came forward, courageously tried to take it, but he couldn't keep hold of it. Comes away to Galvin, puts in a kick. He didn't have to do it because it was tackle one, but in the end, it was a perfect play. Skelton scores 20-0.
Yeah, well, for the third time this afternoon, the Parramatta Eels and the kick pressure assignment have come from outside in on Jerome Luai, and each and every time that they've done that, he skips to the outside of them and creates an opportunity. He passed the ball, he ran the ball on last in that first half. This time, he puts in a little grubber kick for himself because Yongi's so deep, expecting that long kick. It allows the Tigers chasers to go after the contest. Yongi makes a meal of it. The ball ends up in Lockie Galvin's hands. He doesn't panic. He assesses the situation. A kick over to the left-hand side where Skelton picks it up, Gordon. And the Tigers are off and running. Hard to see them coming back now, Parramatta.
Yeah, and he's not a dominant kicker. He played at Parramatta. Nathan Cleary's done all the kicking. Sometimes you'd let him get the kick away. He doesn't have a big kick, doesn't have a Matt Burton. A lot of his kicks today have probably fallen short, haven't hit the mark. But they keep on racing up to put pressure on him, and it played his hand. He put a little grubber kick in. It was the defence that just made him play under pressure. So then he puts a little kick in, and then Galvin puts a great little cross kick through.
Great kick pressure. You have to go inside out. You go from outside in.
And he's
you're inviting
left-footed.
it. You're inviting that pressure. You're inviting the run option.
I confirm, no surprise, there was nothing there that was iffy. 20-0. Perth kick predictor here says 54% for Dewey on the preferred side, 6 in from touch. He's back 26 metres. He's nailed 1 from the sideline. That was on the other side. This is his first crack on this side. What a stunning opening. Sparkling football from the West Tigers. Now the kick here, looks good, looks great. Tigers 22, Parramatta 0. Triple M rocking the footy for McDonald's.
Geez, they're working hard out there. You know who else is working hard? Cbus Super, securing you the retirement you've earned. Cbus Super, making hard work pay off. Read the PDS and TMD to decide if Cbus is right for you.
We spoke about Lockie Galvin before the game and his future, and the clubs are clamouring to have a shot at him on November 1. We got a little taste of why, just sent him just the instincts of Lockie Galvin. He just picked that ball up. He knew something could be on out wide. I don't think he even looked. He just kicked and they scored.
This is a real test of Parramatta's character. They're blown apart last week, and now the Tigers full of running, and they've done it again. Royce Hunt, who dead set starts his runs from outside the field of play, from beyond the dead ball line. He literally nearly does come off the back fence. And again up to the 20.
He went and stood there before the game, Dan.
Knock on play 2. So Hunt got through his run, Taruva did not. And Taruva wants to challenge.
Oh, I put him in the basket. They're not allowed to challenge wingers.
Lost ball, tackle 2.
Wingers are like reserves when they come on. Not allowed to.
So here's Taruva.
Because every time they go to score a try, if they get it wrong, they lay down injured.
They Harvey Norman replay, and he's held onto it the whole way. I can see why the ref thought he might have lost it there. It looked like it had spilled out. I think he's held onto it.
Parramatta, just checking that Sanu Taruva always maintains possession
Someone's
of the
going
ball.
to owe Sanu Taruva an apology, I think. Oh, has he held onto it?
I think he does bobble it.
Sanu Taruva maintains possession of the
Wow.
ball.
Well, who's got egg on their face now?
Jimmy Graham, he said he lost it.
Oh, you grub. You are...
I just said that I don't let him challenge.
G-R-U-B, grub.
Oh, how dare you, man.
There's Taruva. I go by body language. He was straight into that. That's where they'd get me, Gordy. If they appeal with real conviction, I think, they must be telling the truth.
They do the big dive and they drop it. They get up and claim it.
20 short of halfway. Terrell May. He counts it up here. And he's brought down 13 short of halfway. So everything going the Tigers' way, but they've earned this big lead. Now they spread it, where Buller feeding it on, away to Totter, shakes off Brown, shakes off another, shakes off Brown again. Brown, though, keeps a hand on the man with the ball, and Totter eventually made the play 39 away. Last, Galvin. Oh, it's an uneven line of defence, so they run through the hands. Fainu's pass is miraculously tapped here by Skelton.
Parramatta
It is knocked on. It did look like there was one of those passes that dead set did take a deflection, and no challenge coming here for the Eels. So
if the pass
accurate.
If the passes stick, they find space there. It's about defending the kick here for Parramatta. There's Dewey, puts a hand up, 6 to go. I think it is Jerome Luai. Got that cheeky little grin on his face.
I think Luai knew, like you, Gordy, if they were basically one good pass after that away from another try. 22-0 and a chance of another. 4 on the right side here from this scrum. And it comes out to that way. With Galvin feeding it on to Taruva, and just a set up run here as he's net 15 in from touch. Parramatta here in a world of trouble. Now it's come back here to the left here as the speakers are turned up, as now it's Royce Hunt working it forward. 28 away, and he'll play it here Back to De Silva. De Silva throws left to Bird. Bird to Luai. Dumbing inside. Now throwing outside to Galvin. Line ball pass to Dewey. Play on. Away to Skelton. Skelton for the line. Skelton scores. Skelton scores. They're in their groove now. There's a pass there that's iffy at best. But it's going up, I believe, as a try. Yeah. No, it's not going up as a try. Well, it's not the forward pass. It's the put down.
But no try, just review held up.
Okay, so they think that... I thought Skelton got this down, but here's a replay. Yongi is first to meet him, and he does a great job turning Skelton on his back. Skelton now coming back towards the ground. He's fighting hard. He's nowhere near the ground on our first replay. As we look at a shot from 100 metres away, and there's bodies in the way. They're going to save this Parramatta on the Harvey Norman replay.
You got to go with the referee's on-field decision.
You do. Oh, hang on, corner post cam. This might give us an angle. It's close. No, it's Volkman.
Oh, no, there.
You think it's touched the ground. Okay, Volkman egg cupped that one, but you think...
Based on all available camera angles, we'll be supporting the on-field call.
She's having a bad day with the video
ref. Jimmy, he's under the cosh, isn't he? Look at him. Under the cosh.
Having a bad day.
Did you see that look? The only thing I didn't get was the bent finger. Mate, you got him offside, mate. As soon as you said you can't get there.
I didn't realise what I did, Gordy. I actually meant you just going to have a look.
I know.
But I'd forgotten about me.
You know he loves a double.
I forgot about the Jimmy Graham economy. It's a hit up now by Jack Bird. And he's met here. 5 away. Last tackle. Here's De Silva. Goes deep to Luai. Kicks. Great take on the run from Yongi, and he's into stride. That's one of the best moments of the game for Parramatta, and he finally is felled here just short of the 20. Now on the next, it's hit up. There's something about this kid Yongi, Jimmy. There's something about him. Oh, he made a blue last week, and he's made a blue today, but he's got a touch of class about him.
Absolutely, he does, Dan. You can sense when you watch him live in the front, there is something about this kid, and that's why he's been back. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for his Parramatta teammates at the moment.
No, 8 minutes gone, second half. 22-0 Tigers. 22-0. As Parramatta make it to halfway. Riley Smith goes long left to Dylan Brown. All he can do is just boot it long. Straight down to Taruva. The Tigers' right side winger. Taruva brings it back. 21 out from their own line. What's doing on the sideline for Bob Jane's teammates, Brent Reid?
Well, Dan, I think, at the moment this could get really ugly for Parramatta. If you look at their next month, they go...
Dogs?
They go Dogs, Manly, Dragons, Canberra. And they'll be without Mitchell Pearce for those games. So by the time Mitch comes back, their season could be over unless they find something.
Indeed. There it goes down the left side. For the Wests Tigers, who are a non-catastrophe away here from being 1 win and 1 loss. They continue on this path. They're not going to win. They're going to win by a big score. May plays it just shy of halfway. Comes to Galvin, kicking very, very long. And the winger, Russell, has to drop back, takes it inside his 10, catches it, and meets a very good line of Tigers defenders there. So, 1 try in the second half. It was a beauty to Skelton. And now penalty to Parramatta, offside West Tigers. So Parramatta lead the penalty count, 6-4, as Parramatta will get some good field position.
Yeah, I'd like to see that replay there, the Tigers on the right-hand side get caught offside. I'd like to see Dylan Brown, he's got to try to take control. I know that everybody said it in the past areas, pointing instructions, but he's got to get the first receiver and steer this ship around.
News today, certainly over the weekend, made official. Dave Clemmer officially a Dragon, so the Tigers have finally offloaded him. And Michaeli Ravalawa has signed with Sass. So the Dragons offloading Ravalawa, and Sass pick him up for the rest of the season. Here's Riley Smith, 28 out for Parramatta. Fires it right side of the top. Turning it into Kautonga. Geez, a big boy. Gets he on there, Kautonga. Makes it to the 20. Played back to Smith. Goes to the open left to Volkman. Takes off. Down gives it to Brown. Brown keeps it going to Yongi. Yongi on the outside here. It goes to Penasini. Quick hands to the winger Russell, but Russell is felled only 3 metres away. Back to the open right it goes. Yongi to Brown. Out to Smith. Smith here to Tui Vaiti. And the number 17 for Parramatta is stopped here. They can't get him to ground, but he is called held. Last tackle must get something here. Comes to Bolkman, rolls in a kick. It's in the in-goal. And the Tigers save it and get back in the field of play through Skelton.
Great play, Skelton. But he'd like to have that kick all over again. There was could have had a fair bit of pressure, put it in the air, make a contest out of it. You got Lomax over there on the right-hand side, and he puts it on the ground. We all know how good he is in the air.
And almost going through. In fact, a beautiful pass here. Skelton to Galvin. Galvin gallivanting up towards halfway. Tackle, gets up, goes again, not held. Now he is over halfway. And finally, horse collar by Russell. But now the Tigers on a roll. They set things up here. It's only tackle 3 as it comes to ball there. Ball there threatening the pass as he is met by the defence and just happy to take the tackle. Full gone to Silva. He goes right side. Galvin throws a bullet cut out. It was too hard for To'o. He just was happy to catch it and go straight to ground. Last 30 away. A bobble from Galvin. Holds it, gives it to Luai. Puts up a high kick. Attacking the wing here of Samrani. Samrani is sitting back, batted back by the Tigers. Now a contest for the ball. I think Luai dropped it. Indeed he did. So that's a messy finish for the Tigers, but they still lead 22-0 and Parramatta 20 short of halfway on this changeover as we rock the footy for McDonald's and for Ream Hot Water.
Yeah, some good defence on the try line from the West Tigers. They were tested over on their right edge there. Right edge up to the task, though. That will really please Benji Marshall. We know they've been working on their defence all summer, and it was tested there, and they passed.
Harvey Norman bring us the replays. Go Harvey. Up to 20% off Acer and Lenovo computers in store or online now. Harvey Norman. Best range, best brands, best prices guaranteed. It's hit up by Tui Va'iti, followed up for Parramatta by Brown. Brown, his 4th run. He took off a few times early, hasn't done it much since. Boltman at the line, a classy pass there. The man he gives it to Tonga fell quickly, 22 out, last tackle. Comes across here to Brown, or a crossfield kick is not very good. And what's even worse is the catch from Russell. He drops it. Change over.
Yeah, wow. That was a comedy of errors, Gordon. Poor kick, poor catch, knock on.
Parramatta's performance today is why I decided not to coach.
Back 10, Jack. Come on, Jack, let's go.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
What is Jason Miles thinking?
No, Dan, no, and it's not the players, because like they're trying hard, the poor buggers, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like, I would have no answers if I'm sitting in the box. Right, you've trained hard all week, they've done everything right, they've come out here, they're playing a side with no confidence, and it's 22-0, they put a kick and it goes straight through his bread basket.
Oh, that's an awful play by the Tigers. They just stood there and played hot potato, which they haven't done this all game. They're inside their 30. There was no bodies in motion, no movement. They just went through it. Luai was a big part of this. He's got to wear the blame.
They go across screen before they go up.
Samuela Faiunu thought he was David Campese. You would have never heard of him probably, but a little pass around behind him without seeing where it was going. Remember that pass Campo threw? Long time ago.
Yes, I do.
Long time ago. 25 metres out. Comes to Brown. Brown goes for a run. Well, you don't want to open the door here because Parramatta, if they get a confidence boost with a try or two, might make a contest of this.
Are you doing stand-up?
Two is made. Come on. I can't have you go down the same path as the other bloke here.
Oh, no, he's angry. See, I'm happy.
He's giving me nothing and you're giving me not much more. Now it's hit up Melbourne Parlour. Comes across here to Vongan. Vongan away to Yongi. Stutter stepping, chopped down by Luai. Good tackle, 5 away. But Parramatta with a mountain of tackles at their disposal. Vongan goes left, away to Williams. Williams wrapped up here, 8 away. It's all set place here for Parramatta and the Tigers are handling it. Riley Smith throws it left. Away now goes to Vongan to Brown. Lovely cut-out pass, but Russell's pinned on the sideline and he tries to step back in and he's taken and just has to accept the tackle. 3 gone as they back the Eels as they throw it towards the centre. Ronald Volkman, extravagant dummies there. Now he finally passes on to Lomax and that fools nobody. Lomax is tackled 12 metres away. That play had a lot of fluff but not much else. Now it comes to the open side where Tuiva'iti is stopped. Can't be put in the ground, but he'll play it. Last, Riley Smith, grubber, and Lane coming through, and Taruva gets there first, bats it over the back. So that is the first drop out of the day on the Choice Hotel stats.
Great reaction from Taruva, read the play brilliantly there. Dummy half jumps out, asks a few questions, rolls it in behind, but Taruva up to the task. Dan, you used the phrase before, a non-catastrophe away.
Yes.
And I just...
You like that, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, captured it. Here's the short restart from the Tigers, who are up by 22, and it's a penalty. Well, come on, West. You can't stuff this up. Penalty in front for Parramatta. They'll obviously take the tap.
Offside, and he is
30 metres away.
30 metres away. And now he's looking at the screen. You know whether you're offside. But what about that drop kick? The short drop kick? Appy did it straight forward.
I like it.
Oh, what, spinning the other way?
No, he just, like, normally they kick it to the corners because it's easier to do it. He kicked it. That was a great kick. That's going to be hard to defend.
Parramatta, 5 metres out. Yeah, we've just got to be onside when they start. Here's a hit up here, and they almost get there. 1 metre away. 1 metre away. Kautonga playing it. Now, the other reserve here, Tuiva'iti, almost gets there. 3 needed to stop him. Parramatta inching closer here. Riley Smith looks to the short left, and that's where he goes to Brown. Oh, when it goes there, Rule Penasini is tackled. Stevie Wonder could have seen that play coming. Now it comes across to the open side. Brown away here to Jack Williams, and Jack Williams has dropped down. 9 away. This is slow motion. Last, come on Eels, here it comes now, give us something. Brown, away now to Volkman, away to Yongi, no look pass. 6 again to Lomax. Lomax was going nowhere. He throws it out to Samrani, who takes the tackle. Tigers are just inviting Parramatta to score here. It's like they're just soaking up this defence on purpose. Now it comes to Paulo to Tuiva'iti. And he's felled 10 away, right upright. Smith to the open left to Barlaw. Barlaw is bumping his way towards the line. Stopped next to the left post here. 22-0 West's Tigers. As Smith fires it out to no one in particular. Oh, and then it's tapped forward by To'a. Well, that should have been Tigers' ball, but Parramatta get away with that one. And this game is just, well, it's not very good. 22-0 West's Tigers, 22 to go.
I just didn't even know what they were setting up for there. Like you saw Parramatta, they've had so many tackles on the Tigers' try line.
And they've not gone close once.
But I don't know what they're setting up for.
Nobody does. They don't know. They don't even look close to scoring. They don't look like they're going to create an opportunity. They can't get an extra man.
34 tackles to 9 Parramatta in the Westpac red zone. And 34, none for 34 in terms of times they've succeeded. Now it goes out to Lomax, and here's a penalty. Tigers stand offside.
Pack the scrum again.
So Parramatta surely will pack this scrum again. Lomax, what's he going to do? What's he going to do, Lomax? Got the ball in hand. He's not standing towards the middle. Underarms it in frustration to Riley Smith, and he's just going to take the tap. So instead of a 7-on-7 situation, it's going to be 13-on-13. Bump it forward on play number 1. 21 to go, 22 the margin. Flung to the left. Way here to Jack Williams. Williams with his 12th run, easily the most among the Parramatta forwards. Met by the defence left side. Smith gave it away to Tuiva'iti, and he lost it.
This might be a try.
Hang on.
This might be a Falcon try.
Yeah.
Let a no try.
I think he's
confirm after it hits the Tigers back, then it's a knock on.
Right, okay, so Grant Atkins, Tuiva'iti was into the defensive line as that ball came to him, so that's what's made this a little awkward. Harvey Norman replay.
He drops it.
No, I think it comes off
his left arm.
Well, it's
off the Tiger's shoulder.
It's either his hand or the shoulder of the Tiger.
No, I think this is... but no, Smith is in front. It's accidental offside. It'll be a knock-on.
So, here's a replay. Coruscant there. It hits Coruscant's shoulder, then into the chest.
Coruscant is just making a tackle. He's not playing at the ball.
Yeah, so now it's off Parramatta. It's a live ball because it's not a Parramatta knock on. But you're right. Riley Smith. Yes, he's definitely ahead. And I hope they look at that, Jimmy. I hope they're just not fixated on this one moment. And looking at another angle for Harvey Norman. Definitely off Coruscant initially, the point of the shoulder, into the chest.
Then comes off the shoulder of Sam Tuivati, which goes forward and is a knock on.
Okay, so off the shoulder, okay.
Fair decision.
Thought it might have been off the chest. Jimmy, I'm with you on that one. You've had a bad day picking the video ref, but I think we're on a unity ticket there. So
Got a knock on Parramatta, scrum here in the middle, pop
not their day.
Got a knock on. Parramatta's attack is on goal line.
Let's get together, guys.
Yeah, think about that word. Let's go to Brent Reid. I want you to really think the right word for this, because
I got a few for her, Jimmy. Diabolical, pathetic, pitiful.
Start with this.
They were just going side to side. And I said before, look, I made a Freudian slip before. I said when Mitchell Pearce comes back. Obviously meant Mitchell Moses comes back for this footy team. Until then, I can't see them winning the way they're playing today. They just miss him so much, and they've got no one who can fill that void for them based on what we've seen in the opening 60 minutes here, and they are rudderless.
So you're saying the $13 million man's not stepping up?
Well, it doesn't look like it, Gordy. What do you reckon?
Well, isn't it 14? Really? I said 13 earlier, but then you think about it, it's 14. Anyway, now it comes here to May, turning it in. Away now to Fanua Ball there. Parramatta's really going to start to lose their bottle, you fancy. Now Coruscant goes down the ground, bumps off Barlaw. Tigers full of running here. Finally, Coruscant wrapped up. 45 out. Excellent set. Luai puts up a high kick, aiming at the debutant Semrani. Up goes Dewey. Got there first, lost it though. Parramatta come up with it. Oh, you've got to pass it, son. The man with the ball, Semrani, had an unmarked man on the wing and he took the tackle. Now Lomax brings it in.
That's the best chance Parramatta have had all game.
70 metres off their try line. Yeah.
I'm not joking. That's the first 2-on-1 they've created all game. 70 metres off their try line.
I've got great news for you, Jimmy. We've got Parramatta here again next week, so get excited. Now, at least against your Dogs. Now it's Barlow, and he's fell 42 away. So Parramatta, 18 and a half to go. Oh, this giant thing, Tuivati, has just run straight over Seyfarth, staying on the ground Seyfarth, followed up by Williams. And he's met here in front of the post. Last tackle comes to Brown. Defence not on an even line. Now the ball is given to Yongi, and a meat kick is taken here by Taruva. And if he got past those two defenders, he was off. And we're in all sorts here. In fact, it might have been Penasini who put in the kick. Whoever it was poor. 22-0 West's Tigers. They were 16-0 up at the break on the Mitsubishi Triton scoreboard. The reliable Mitsubishi Triton. Nothing can frighten the Triton. Credit, we're talking about Parramatta a lot. Credit to the Tigers. They've
been really good from about 30 minutes onwards.
Right.
When they settle down. They've got a bit more control, push through the middle.
Yeah, they're doing all they have to do. Now it's
the only thing I reckon their kicking game could be a bit stronger.
As Twile gets an offload, this is handy. Coruscant immediately feeds it onto Terrell May, who's knocked down 18th run for the game.
They've got more energy as well. They've only had 18% of possession in the last 10 minutes, and they're playing with more enthusiasm, more intent.
High kick and good catch. Good catch at the back there, and that is Yongi, and he'll be made to play it. 13 out from his own line. You're right, Jimmy. The Tigers were back on their try line when they started that set. Now they've got Parramatta digging out of their own 20. 17 to go in this second half. And there's Lomax working down the left side. 21st run for him. Playing it there. Some of them are notching up some stats, but none of them have scored any points. He's hit up here by Russell as it comes from Smith. Away to Jermaine Hobgood. And Hobgood working it upfield. He's claimed, and it'll be made to play just shy of halfway. Altman, high, and straight down. There's a man at the back there, Skelton, who puts on a move or two there. Beautiful footwork. He got past, looks like Tuivati, but then wrapped up by Kautonga. As now Dewey Works it towards the middle. You've got Gordon Tallis, you've got Jimmy Graham. There you see bus super experts. Now comes across Galvin, giving it to Topper. Right, he's been terrific, Topper. Scored a try. Skelton scored, Taruva scored, Galvin scored, but that one, Galvin may have the 4-pointer, but that was all Jareen Bullitt, the player of the day by miles. As Tigers on halfway, chorus out of Trial getting it on. Oh, ball there. Did well to hold on to that ball. Looked like it was going to slip out of his hands. Luai puts up a high kick on the last. And a nice catch at the back here from Yongi, giving it on to Sean Russell, and he's claimed 22-0. Now I understand why Jimmy is clapping. Brent Reid, who just came off.
Sorry, Dan, I missed it.
Terrell May,
sorry, mate. I missed it. I was watching the game itself.
All
I apologise.
No. I threw you into it, and that's okay. That's on me. I just was looking for a breather, to be honest, Reedy. That's why I threw you.
Man. 19 runs, 151 metres, 42 tackles. He's had a good day out, Terrell, mate.
42 tackles as well. Wow, there you go for choice.
I'd like to see the Tigers combine again. Like, once their spine all got together, I reckon it's time to pull the trigger. Have a bit of fun. 9-7-6-1. Let's get together and do what we've been training for all off
There's
season.
a little, oh my goodness, an absolutely hideous chip kick from Dylan Brown. But what didn't help him, not a single teammate chased with him. It wouldn't have mattered because it was too deep and the Tigers were back there. And now they bring it out. Here we go. A pass almost puts Taruva through. He's claimed, though, just to 18 short of halfway. Parramatta are battered and beaten at the moment. Here's Seyfarth with a charge up the middle. There will be a point you fancy, Gordy, where Tigers will realise they can't lose, and that's where they may just decide, you know what, let's see what we can do as a group.
If I'm a body language expert, I'm thinking Parramatta are saying stop the fight.
Yeah, it's Sione Fainu followed up by Panua ball there, yep. They've thrown everything they've had, which unfortunately for them isn't much. And the Tigers have repelled it. Galvin's just run into a dead end here, giving it to Dewey, a little grubber for himself. Recovers, brilliant, then throws a terrible pass, which is forward. Well, he did so brilliantly, and then he picked it up, and then he threw it a metre forward, where Skelton, I think, might have dropped it anyway.
It's a great pickup from Skelton, if he keeps it clean.
But
once again, it's just a mix, a bit of a mix in their kicking game. They've been putting those little box kicks in where they just keep on trying to trap the fullback. They put a little grubber through. They've had a fair bit of success doing that today.
They must realise Parramatta are so deep that the dink is it could be successful, and it has been. Hopgood forces a pass, he lost it into a Tiger and it went backwards. Here we go. Now, Jimmy Graham, you get the sense the Tigers are really about to put their foot on the pedal here, although
They're going to
challenge this.
They look on the ropes defensively.
Put a knock on first,
Parramatta is at
and
the
then knock
moment.
punch tonight and tapping it back. Where they get the ball will be tapping too hot.
So Jermaine Hopgood is tackled.
Jermaine Hopgood is looking to offload the ball.
He's just dropped
He
that into the
loses
Tiger.
ball forward here into Samuel.
That's a bad challenge. Bad challenge, but desperate. 22-0 it remains. 22-0 here.
Time on, clock on.
Tigers.
Come on, Tigers. Just
No more challenges.
let's go. Come on, let's give us some.
Yeah, just put your foot down now, right? You're 22. You've worked really hard. You were clumsy early. You hit your strap. Now it's time to start putting everything you've worked at.
Let's get Jerome Buehler out the back of some shape, see what he can do.
There we
Get him a
go.
little 3-on-2, something like that.
Stay there.
So Luai.
And here they are now. Now they've slotted into gear.
Luai at first receiver. Stutter steps and throws right to Galvin. Galvin gets it on. Here we go. Bullet gets a flick pass to Ruba. He has a go here and escapes the tacklers and gets over the line. Scrum play is successful as Taruva boots it into the second tier. A little too easy that, but it's a good try. Tigers are celebrating. They deserve to celebrate, and they're going to get their first win of the season, 26-0.
67 minutes to do it again. 7-6-1. And they set up a try. It's just Luai goes to the line, hits Galvin. It's a great face ball. He's just got too much speed, too much class. A one-handed Gene Miles or Matt Gidley flick pass at the back. That's his basketball skills coming out. They said he was a good basketballer. Well, that's that pass there. Wow.
the base of the scrum. Jerome Luai with some deception. Parramatta split the base 5-1. He looped round. They created an extra number. They got Buller on the outside. Beautiful flick pass. 2 Parramatta Eels players come over to try and stop Taruva. He sort of baseball slides to the ground, goes underneath the 2 chasers, and then just falls over the line. It's exciting. I'm excited, like Big Kev.
You can see he wouldn't even know who the late Big Kev is.
Who's Big Kev?
Yeah, thank you. It was an iconic figure about 15, had a lot of ads 15, 20 years ago. Had a particular product, I can't remember what it was, or he had a heap
Cleaning
of
product, I reckon.
I think so. Buller with a nice flick on the Harvey Norman replay. Taruva.
But that's what they got to do, right? See, so there's a great mix of earning the right to play the footy and going through and wearing the other team out and, building into your game. But when you've got your 7, 6, 1 and 9, your spine, you want to combine as much as you can.
I think this is where you have some fun.
There's something they could do which they haven't done very often. I'll get to that in a minute, but here's Dewey. Right on the right sideline, 44%. He's got experience today kicking from here. That's the Pertec kick predictor for reliable performance. Turned to Pertec. Drama resistant since 1980. It's all going their way now. He's nailed it from the sideline. Tigers, big smiles on their faces. They lead 28-0. Triple M rocking Sunday footy.
If you're in the trade, Mitre 10 hopes you're enjoying the game. And at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre, you'll also enjoy expert service and top quality materials to help get the job done right. That's mighty helpful, Mitre 10.
Goes without saying, the Eels have had a pretty ordinary day, and I'll tell you what was best summed up there after that try. The Tigers chant went up around Combank Stadium, the Eels home ground. That's the ultimate insult for this playing group. They're getting flogged.
Brady, we're going to have to check here, but these Choice Hotel stats suggest here's a high kick. And it's taken on the full by Dewey. Oh, now they're in good field position. Last time Tigers kept a team scoreless was 2020. So a COVID year. They beat Brisbane 48-0. Oh, that's a game I think Billy Walters went berserk for the Tigers, if we remember. And then twice in 2012. In their history, they've only kept their opposition scoreless 3 times. If these stats in front of me are
commentator's curse
accurate, I'm just something to aim for. Parramatta put up the white flag. They would need a long-range intercept like they got last week as Twal carries it up. We're about to hit the 70-minute mark of this game. Now it's Coruscant. He dummies inside, throws to his outside, the left to Luai. Shaky pass. Taken by Galvin, but it stopped his momentum. Doesn't matter. Beats the defender. Now chopped down by Barlow. 1 tackle left here. Been a bit of a messy set. Not that it matters all that much. Luai puts it up from 30 out. Coming down about 5 metres away. Chases. Oh, Buller got there first, but he dropped it. He tried to scoop it out of the hands of Young.
He got a bit too cute, didn't he?
Yeah.
If he goes up and plays at the ball, he let the Parramatta fullback go up there for it.
If he does a Rambo Ronnie Gibbs.
Oh, how good would that have been?
But he tried to finesse a catch.
In the maroon headgear.
28-0.
Great follow. Rambo Ronnie Gibbs drives all through country New South Wales refereeing and setting up competition, making sure that the game's still alive.
Barlow now.
Great follow.
18 short of halfway. And penalty here for Parramatta. So 9 minutes to keep a clean sheet here, West's Tigers. Parramatta are in a world of hurt. They've got the Doggies next week. I think Reedy went through their draw. It's pretty nasty. Looking at the monitor in front of us here, Jack Bird with some ice on his quad or knee. So that's a bit of concern there. Anyway, Parramatta, inside Tigers territory. Off a Hengawi plays it. Comes left to Volkman. Volkman to Brown. Brown getting it on. Away to Williams. Underneath one tackle, underneath another, underneath a third. This is a good run. Gets over the 30 and almost to the 20 before he's finally claimed. Is this where Parramatta finally get points on the board? Comes now to Volkman, to the right to Brown. Dummies, beautiful footwork, slips a pass. Manny gives it to, gets it on. There's a try. There's a try. Lomax is over. There's the curse. And they won't keep a clean sheet, the Tigers. But good ball movement. The Jack Williams run was exceptional. and a tidy finish as well. 28-4.
Yeah, Jack Williams has tried really hard for this Parramatta outfits. 34 tackles, 14 runs, 112 metres and 5 tackle busts. So he's worked tirelessly. The ball comes out to the right edge. Dylan Brown heavily involved here.
Oh, a forward pass, but anyway.
Yeah, yes. And
now, are they going to look at Yongi obstructing Skelton? But there's definitely a decision. Hang on. Now, I think Skelton has just Hollywooded this up a bit, but there's no doubt there was
a blocker.
Yongi, not unintentionally, it's just the way it panned out. Well, it's a
NFL
pass.
It's NFL style.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be a problem here. And
did he deny him the opportunity?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, referee about to blow.
Wow.
Just looking at the run from Isaiah Yongi. He's not in a position to receive the ball, and he prevents the defender from making a tackle or Parramatta taking advantage. We have decision.
I would love to see a video ref one day go,
Ongi was in the wrongy place.
Forget what I was going to say. That's good. All right, so 28-0 it remains, and the scoreless dream for the Tigers remains alive. Oh, poor Parramatta. You got to feel sorry. I know you're frustrated with them, Jimmy, but you got to feel sorry for them. You've got to feel sorry. They've got no answers.
Well, Zach Lomax there just shaping up for the kick, just throws the ball away in disgust.
And then to add insult, Dewey just boots the hell out of this, and they're 45 out the Tigers. You know, 40's not out of the question for them here at this stage, the way they're looking. They're hungry. Hunt. They're enjoying themselves. Hunt hitting it up 40 metres out. Centrefield. Corus out. Well rested too. De Silva spent plenty of time on the field here. Through the hands it goes. Samuel Fayenu's into the backfield. 2-on-1. Time! Taruga's got 3. Oh, it didn't take long. Just 2 tackles. Parramatta are broken. They are broken. And the Tigers, they haven't had fun like this for a long time. And really, those poor Parramatta fans at the end of the ground have just copped a lot of Tigers in their faces as the Tigers celebrated on the LED fence, 32-0.
Every time they've come up to the right-hand side for the Tigers, left hand for Parramatta, they found space, and just there, Taruva, he goes over for his third. But it is great to watch the Tigers fans. They've had a few tough years, Dan. I don't know how many, and I don't want to rub it in, but today, just to enjoy your side. They started nervous, but everything clicked. Everything that they've worked for has just started to fall into place. 32 points with the kick that come, and Taruva, he scratches his chest. Is that a tiger?
Yeah.
Scratch, is that what he's trying to do?
Like that.
Oh, look at the Tigers fans.
Yeah, they're up on their feet applauding their team.
Look at
Galvin to Bula. That is a great combination. But then the Parramatta players, after the try was scored, they were almost in a review process, just looking at each other. Who's turned in, who's turned out. It was man on man on that edge. But it's the movement of Bula which attracts, I think it's Penasini. Just watch this here.
I think it was an underlap.
Stepped in there. It was 3-on-3. Brown had Bula. Penasini steps in, creates a 2-on-1.
So 32-0.
It's 3-on-3. And
yeah, man on man, make your play, make your tackle.
So Taruva, 3 out of the 6 tries.
And he went through untouched, Jimmy. That's the problem. So 3-on-3, Dan, everybody misses tackles. We've all missed tackles, but when you don't get to it.
Yeah. Samuel Fainu couldn't believe his luck.
No.
He was ready to keep it going to the wing and thought, hang on, I've got no one in front of me here. I might just run. 61%, 9 in from touch on the per-tech kick predictor, and that one is hitting the post, bouncing out, 32 now. 6 minutes to go. Brent Reed, sideline.
Yeah, well, he's been brilliant today, Jareem Buller. I mean, the stats will show he's had 2 try assists, but everything good they've done has emanated from Jareem Buller, and his return has been a godsend to them. Just on Jack Bird, it's just a cork for Jack. He'll be fine for next week.
Beautiful. He deserves, He deserves a break or two.
And how's Mitchell Pearce, Reedy?
He's not playing today, Gordy.
Okay.
Apparently he might be back soon for Parramatta.
Thank you.
He's not playing for us, are they?
Thanks, Gordy. Thanks for pointing out my error.
No, mate, you pointed it out yourself. mate, we let it go through to the keeper.
Great man was supposed to work for us this year, but then he's going to France. Yeah, good for him. Good for him living the life. Now, bustling run for Newell, ball there brought down. You know, they have one of these days every year, the Tigers, where just out of nowhere, not this is out of nowhere, blasted team, you just get the feeling it won't be the only one this year, where they can really savour an afternoon. 1-1 they're going.
Did they beat Penrith a couple of years ago or last year in Bathurst?
Yes, they did.
Remember they smashed up Cronulla last year?
Yeah, they smashed up the Cowboys at Leichhardt the year before. They're always good for one of these. But this is a different team.
But this is not when they're on, because they started now.
That's exactly right. They're going to do this more than once.
Yeah, they've had to grind for this.
Very good set. Parramatta, let the Tigers make it up to the 40. High kick. And Samuel Fainu is coming through. Oh, he's bumped off the ball. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. And you could almost have a lottery here, a raffle. What tackle are the Tigers going to score on here? Because they're just having their way now with Parramatta, and they'll get this 10 metres out. 32-0.
Yeah, let's hope they just keep throwing the ball around and having fun.
Yeah.
Let's see Bula get some action on an edge. Bit of deception from Coruscant. Luai some dancing feet. Galvin, one of those cut-out passes. What have they got?
So they're going to kick it.
And nothing worse when your own fans start leaving. Parramatta fans, they've left by the hundreds, maybe even thousands.
Well, that beer about 100 metres away in the Luke's Club's pretty cold as it comes across here to Bole. And Bole is carrying it up 4 metres out. 4 minutes to go. Tigers are piling it on. Coruscant turns it in, 12, and back into traffic where the previous tackle is made, and this tackle made as well. Right upright is where the Tigers are. Coruscant this time goes to the right. Luai holds it up, puts in a kick. Here comes Bullard, yes. Oh, he got there. I don't know if he got it down. Good pressure there at the death from Russell, and I don't think this ball has been granted. So it just got a bit big on Buller there as he tried to get it from high off the ground. He's hurt himself too on the way down. We've got a Harvey Norman replay.
Clean up to this point.
And no, he's lost it.
I think Taruva and Bula had actually swapped.
Yeah.
Taruva had gone to fullback. Had that have been Taruva on that right wing, I think he scores that. I'm not sure if Bula just maybe picked up a knock.
So Bulldogs, Gold
he
Coast
started
coming
limping
up
about
next.
20 minutes ago.
Gold Coast Bulldogs next from Belmore. Maroon will be leading the call team there. As now Parramatta, they're putting it through their hands, and they found a little opening. Penasini beating one, beating another, now dragged down 35 away. The question, can Tigers keep a clean sheet? As Brown to Volkman. Volkman to Parlour. Parlour, no one to give it to. Just tosses it back to Volkman. Volkman keeps it going to the right now with a ball out to Yongi. And Yongi is claimed 23 metres from the line. Back to the open left where Hopgood getting it on, and offhand Gary drive. Delightful pass. The man who gives it to is caught short. This is desperate defence. Galvin with a try saver. Brown thought he was home. Riley Smith to the left, and the ball's put down by Hopgood. They are desperate to keep this to 0. Now safe off an offhand Gower, you're getting into a push and shove.
Who is desperate to keep it to 0, Dan? It seems like Parramatta are desperate to keep it to 0 as well. That's not Tigers' defence. Well, it's a combination of both.
This one is. Galvin on Brown is a great try saver. Taruva gets underneath it. I thought he might have slid over. And then they come to the right. Oh, come on, Tigers. You've got it.
I've never asked you this, Jimmy.
For the Tigers.
Have you had a bet on Parramatta?
Absolutely.
You have had the shits with them for about 90 minutes.
Just frustration, Dan. That was...
All right, 12 from their own line, the Tigers. So, you've had it on your liver.
I'm not allowed to.
Well, you know, we all have family members that have accounts. From Bolnet. In fact, no, that's Sione Fainu. They've all got that lovely fluffy hair, those big Tigers. A similar look about them. Now he's Safars with a run down the
Jackson
road.
5s.
Now, and maybe a bit of Soul Blade. Now it comes oh, what's it? Gee, I'll tell you what, that movie does not get old, Gordy. Does not get old. As the ball is kicked here from outside the 40 by the
I can't wait
Tigers.
for Happy Gilmore to.
Oh, I hope it's as good. You know, look, you know it's not going to be as good as the original.
No.
As you just wanted to have some laughs. As now it's Yongi bringing it back for Parramatta. Parramatta, 80 seconds, you fans, for the pain to disappear at least for a while. Now they're going to break downfield. Samrani on debut, down the sideline, tries to do it on his own, and he is wrapped up by Taruva.
Great tackle.
Great tackle indeed, 30 metres away. Riley Smith throws long to the open left. Brown to Barlaw. Barlaw keeps it going, 2-on-1. They should score. Penasini, Russell over. And they can't keep their opposition scoreless, the Tigers. And there's real frustration amongst them. But Galvin's limping, by the way. Rudy, keep it up. It's cramp. It's okay. Look, not a perfect finish for the Tigers, but it's their afternoon. Parramatta finally give their fans, the ones that have stayed, something to cheer about. 32-4.
What about the try save over on that far side of the field? It's Taruva that makes the tackle, but it was Royce Hunt, the big fella, that made the play. He got back to ensure Lack.
Was that Royce Hunt?
That was Royce Hunt in cover defence. He blocked the path for the ball to be popped on the back.
Wow.
To Zach Lomax. Brilliant stuff from the big front row. They were short over on this left-hand side. Parramatta got the ball over there and eventually break their deadlock.
If grand final day we have a front rowers race, it's Royce Hunt versus Payne Ash.
That was brilliant from Royce Hunt.
That'd be the race.
That was brilliant stuff.
House to beat him, wouldn't he?
Big Payne, you don't know, that was good speed.
It was good speed.
That was Lomax, was it?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You'd be on.
Where?
Haas would be $1.50 though.
Oh, you don't know. Look, there might be a front rower. Tino, Mo,
32-4.
Tarpany, he's very athletic.
Yes.
Leota, he's a smoky.
Well, he can find it. Tell you what, you can't give him open space near the try line. He'll just go right through. You can't run him down. So the final moment of this game is a Zach Lomax kick at goal. He's had 24 runs and a lot of frustration. 4 in from the left touchline. Pertec kick predictor reads 52%. Pretty good goal kicker. And he's got that on line and holds the line. And final score, West's Tigers 32, Parramatta 6. The Tigers, their first win of the year. First win of the year, and real hope now. Disappointment last week at Campbelltown where they let an opportunity slip. They didn't let it slip today. Far and away the better team. And they've got a winnable one. Dolphins next week, albeit up at KO Stadium. That's a good game on Saturday night. And we'll wait for Brent Rood. We're going to do this nice and quickly, gents. So, Jimmy, get your 3, 2 and 1 ready, please. We're doing Play of the Day. Play of the Day, I'm told. So let's fire that off right now.
The Triple M NRL Play of the Day.
Conservative kick, no problem for Bullock. And Bullock, he beats one, beats another, beats a third in Smith. He now turns Hopwood inside out, passes out to Dewey. Dewey over halfway, puts the kick in. Tigers everywhere. Galvin is going to score a sensational Tigers try. Jarree Bullock with absolute class. Dewey and Galvin with the finish. And on a day where the quality hasn't been up to snuff, that is as good as anything we've seen all weekend. All right, that was pretty convincing play of the day. Our first look at the combination of Buller, Galvin, Luai and Coruscant, and it's pretty tasty.
I like. It can only get better, Dan.
And it's
if that's their first game together.
Yeah.
First half an hour, you'd give them 3 out of 10. Next 20 minutes, you give them 6 out of 10. The last 20, you give them a fair bit.
Yeah, no.
Mate, the more they started playing and finding their space and their groove, it was outstanding.
I can see Reedy down there, Gordy, for Bob
down
Jane
to you,
teammates.
Brad Reed.
Jarree Buller, what a star. Brent Rood, down to you.
Yeah, Jarree, welcome back. That's a great way to come back, yeah.
Yeah, how good. Fans have been waiting a long time, but we got the win for them.
it felt like that combination with you, Lockie Galvin, Jerome Luai up. He worked really well today. What was that like?
No, it was good. Jerome makes it so easy. My God. Yeah, Jerome makes my job easy, so does Lockie as well. So, yeah, I just finished off at the end.
Up to you, boys.
Hey, mate, it's Jimmy Graham here. Congratulations on a comprehensive victory. I want you to talk us through that moment just before half-time. Your eyes must have lit up when you saw the opportunity and see that try go in from Lockie Galvin.
Yeah, no, I just seen the second row came out of the line, so I just put a right foot on and then seen the gap and then took the space. And then 80 finished at the end there.
Bream, it's Gordon. Tell us here, mate. You started limping late and you went out on the wing. Is there any problem? Are you going to be playing next week? Are you right?
We'll find out tomorrow.
Find out tomorrow. So there's no source. So what? Core, leg, groin,
ankle,
hamstring.
We should be good.
Ankle.
We should be good.
All right.
Ankle. Just remember, mate, you got 2 of them.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll let you go, Joe, well done to you.
Thank you.
Beautiful stuff.
First of all, I'd just like to give all praise and glory to my Lord and Saviour, Jesus Christ.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Good for you. Well done, Joe Buller. And 32-6 the final score. I think it's the first time we've had that on Triple M footy. Good for him. That's he's a believer and
good on him.
Absolutely happy to have that.
Thank you, sir.
So I'm not sure how I feel about this. Some of the Parramatta players getting autographs and photos with the crowd after.
Well, what do you do, right, Jimmy? Jimmy, there's 2 things, right?
I don't know, Gordon.
Right,
I don't know.
We were always made at the Broncos. Go and thank the crowd.
Yeah.
They paid their money, right? So you go around, and times have changed. So like we'd always walk. We'd split the field. We'd walk 50 metres. So basically, you go 50 halfway.
Yeah.
You know, like then either way, but like you do that.
Yeah.
And then when you lose, I used to get the shits, right? I was a bad loser.
Yeah.
And you walk off, and you think. Those fans paid exactly the same amount of money. They deserve you to say thank you.
And Gordy, after every single game, I always clapped off fans and said thank you for your support. But I don't know about going in and getting. I just don't know. I just don't like.
Yeah.
After that performance, after conceding 32 points against the Tigers.
Well, the marketing people, they've given them balls. They're signing, throwing out. Do you know what?
Yeah.
I know that I feel uncomfortable doing it, but they're doing it.
All right, so we are just about done here. Jimmy, can you compose yourself to give us a 3, 2, 1, please?
Yes.
Who are we doing that for? I've lost Majid here. I think it's CPAP. Bring us the 3, 2, and 1. So, Jimmy, take it away.
Yeah, Terrell May gets 1 point. Absolutely outstanding. He got a big ovation from the Tigers fans when he finally exited the game. 2 points to Lockie Galvin, involved in a lot of positive things and very bright future. If there's $2 million players on the field today and he's not one of them, he will be in that category very soon. 3 points to Jerome Buller. That piece of brilliance at the end of the second half, in amongst some other fine touches as well, got him the 3 points.
Good stuff. Get expert advice and unbeatable prices at CPAP Direct. Visit us in-store or at cpap.com.au. Just before we head off to Belmore, the Tigers draw. You fans, get excited. This is a team to get excited about. Dolphins away next week. Warriors at Campbelltown on Sunday night. That's round 4. Broncos up there on a Saturday night. And then the Knights at McDonald Jones Stadium. There's not a single game there they would fear, I would imagine, just where they're at the moment. And, at least they can go in a rematch with Newcastle, albeit up there. Anyway, Parramatta, Easter Monday, back here, 4 p.m. Now, Gordy, I'm going to ask you this on air, but you feel free to rebuff me here. If the weather's nice, do you want to call the game outside next week? Parramatta, Canterbury, we do it for Easter Monday. Would you like to? It's out there, just out there. We're sort of in our little private area, but it's an al fresco call.
Why not?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Mate, let's do it.
Yeah, it was fantastic. We did it Easter Monday.
Why don't we just turn into Frank Hyde and do it on the sideline?
Well, no, because you can't see.
Don't have to. Let's make it up like we did today.
All right, see, I guess.
I
give you an inch. Yeah, take them off. All right. Well, the Parramatta can't wait for next week. Parramatta, Canterbury, but Parramatta, boy, week of soul searching on the way. Thank you, gentlemen. Maroon on the other side of this from Belmore. Doggies and Titans coming up next. But it's all West's Tigers, the story of the afternoon here at Combank Stadium. More soon.
Shut up, the footy's on Triple M.
Triple M rocks footy. Full-time highlights.
Get expert service trusted by the trade at your local Mitre 10 Trade Centre.
Now it's Luai. Little stutter step. Now on to Galvin on the right. On the ball. This is nice. Away it goes. I want it to River. Yes. River's over. And the Tigers get the opening points of the afternoon. This could be a hammer blow here. Tigers a great chance to extend their lead. Bird to the right. To Galvin. Catch him past Tyler. Tyler sees a little opening. Tyler puts the foot down. Tyler bounces over. His body is close to the touchline, and has he promoted it? It's going up as a try. Yes, it's confirmed.
Yeah. Wow.
Fantastic put-down stuff for Toto. And Buller, he beats one, beats another, beats a third in Smith. He out, turns, Hopwood inside out, passes out to Dewey. Dewey over halfway, puts the kick in. Tigers everywhere. Galvin is going to score a sensational Tigers try. Jerry Buller with absolute class. Dewey and Galvin with the finish. On the last, Luai's seen something he's liked, so he runs. Now he puts in a kick, and now coming through the Tigers, and gutsy stuff from Yongi, but he loses the ball. Comes away now to the Tigers. They kick. It's taken by Skelton, and Skelton scores. Well, it's razzle dazzle. Gets it on. Here we go. Buller gets a flick past to Ruber. He has a go here and escapes the tacklers and gets over the line. A little too easy that, but it's a good try. Tigers are celebrating. They deserve to celebrate, and they're going to get their first win of the season. Through the heads it goes. Samuel Fayunu's into the backfield. 2-on-1. Try time! Taruma's got three. Oh, it didn't take long. Just two tackles. Parramatta are broken. Riley Smith throws long to the open left. Brown to Barlaw. Barlaw keeps it going. 2-on-1. They should score. Penasini, Russell over. And they can't keep their opposition scoreless, the Tigers. Final score. West's Tigers 32, Parramatta 6. The Tigers, their first win of the year.
For McDonald's and Ream Hot Water. Triple M rocks footy. Triple M footy lives on Listener. Catch all our games, interviews, replays and more. That's LISTNR.